Hey guys, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Flesh and Blood stream. Tonight, I'm going to be playing Maxx a little bit. Let the members and everybody vote, and decided that everybody wanted to see Maxx this week, so I'm going to be playing Maxx throughout the week. I tweaked the old list that I was working with. Excuse me. To be a little bit more updated, so that it's more accurate, and I feel like it's more fitting for the metagame. And here to help us test our Maxx list tonight is Nathaniel. Say hi, Nathaniel.
Hey.
So Nathaniel's going to be helping us out. He's going to be playing Bolton into us right now, and potentially Fi later on in the stream, depending on how he feels about this Bolton list that he's playing. So we're going to play a few games and kind of see how it goes. One thing before I hop into the games that I wanted to mention is that I have been trying to find a way. I've been trying to find a way for everybody who is subscribed on Twitch, and not just my YouTube members, to be able to vote on the games that I play. So what I have done is I actually took the time to set up a Discord over this past weekend. And if you are a subscriber on Twitch, or if you are a member on YouTube, as long as you have those linked to your Discord, whenever you join the Discord, you can actually vote on weekly polls on what I'll be playing every week. So starting at the beginning of the new year, I'm going to move everything into the Discord so that the YouTube members and the Twitch subscribers can actually interact and vote in the polls together, instead of it all being separated. I like to bring the community together and make everybody just a little bit closer if I can. So that's what I've been working on. Hey, Billy, what's going on, man? Summon the bopping. Ben said, hey, it's the guy from my car. Oh, that's funny. Ben picked us up at the airport, Nathaniel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, that's my cousin that picked us up at the airport. That is.
Oh, yeah.
That's hilarious, me. Dude.
I'm the guy. I'm the guy who stood awkwardly in your house for about 5 minutes.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. So into Bolton, we just want to run our normal equipment suite here. And then I think we just want to run our main deck 60. I don't really see a reason to add Scramble Pulse to the deck. We could. Maybe Underloop is a good card. I don't really think that he's going to be trying to fatigue us here. So we're just going to leave in our main 60 here, and we're just going to try and run it. Oh, Ben already with the hydrates. Let's go.
I'll be trying the raiding side of the deck first.
Okay.
See what happens.
Yeah, sounds good, man.
This might be a combo off type of matchup. I don't know. Just because you can go aggro.
So I really like both of these cards, if I'm being honest. I really like both my card on the left and my card on the right here. I mean, I could just not load the pistol, I guess, here, but loading the pistol seems pretty like that's our game plan. Like we want to load up the pistol here. So I guess let's load the pistol. Let's come in for 4 and see if Nathaniel wants to block our breakpoint here. Fate Foreseen on turn 0. Interesting. D-reacts make sense, considering... Well, he's playing Raiden, so he's not playing, like, hard combo. Interesting. We won't crank our Hyperdriver here, and we'll just Arsenal and pass. We'll set up a little bit here. Man, this hand's fine. Like, wouldn't call it great, but it's fine. I've been messing with Discord for about 30 minutes now, LOL. I forgot you can set sounds to each server you join, plus a universal one, so I've been doing different sounds. Billy, that's hilarious, dude. Yeah, being able to, like, set up personal sounds and stuff like that's really cool. I think it's actually, like, a really fun, part of work, like, of being in a Discord. I think I'm okay just to take 4 here.
Wait a second. I think I skipped charge.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, after you paid for it, you had 2 cards in your hand, and I was like, okay, cool. I was like, deal. I was like, I will take 4 here and just go to my turn. Yo, Pitch, what's going on? How are you, Shepard? How are you, man? So we go to 36. Raiden for 3. I mean, I guess we can block 3. We can block 2 here, basically. Because instead of blocking 3, we're taking 1. So we're only covering up 2 of the 3 points, or we can attack for 3 with this card, and I think we'd rather attack for 3 with this card. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. So no matter how we do it, well, I guess if we do that, we can activate Maxx, and then we can arsenal this card and set up for next turn. I think that's fine. I think that's an okay way to start our turn here. So we come in for 3 with Go again here. Pretty good. How it goes? Man, I cannot complain. I cannot complain, man. I'm excited to sit down and play some Fab tonight, man. Get some games in and see if we can make this Maxx deck work pretty well. I'm hoping anyway. I'm hopeful. All right, so Nathaniel blocks 3 here. We'll go 0 to 60 for 4 with Go again. We hit a Hyperdriver off of our Banish, which is really cool because when we go to set up our Mechanoid later in the game, we'll be in a really good spot because we'll have a 9th turn of attacking instead of 6. We just have to hope that it doesn't come too late so that we don't get put into a bad spot. And then let's look at the rest of Nathaniel's hand and see if we want anything here. Wow, we hit a second Hyperdriver right there. Absolutely insane. When this hits... so you actually can't charge yellow. So I guess taking the Snatch is the best card here because it only blocks for 2, and you can't play your CNC because Tunic won't be up, and you can't charge a yellow this way. So I guess just taking the Snatch is our best play here. I like that line. I like that line. Sweet, our CC game had an insane ending last week. Oh, dude. That's awesome, man. I'll have to go back and watch it on YouTube. I saw that you guys were also making YouTube content, so I subscribed to you guys on YouTube as well to be able to see it. So I'm kind of now you got me curious, man. Now you got me curious, man. Oh, thank you, baby. That's very sweet of you. I appreciate it. So you do charge, and it's anytime you charge with Bolton that we actually get that he gets the plus here. So I mean, so boost, 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 boost. And then I can activate Heart or I can Arsenal. I think we'll just take 3 here. I'll have the edit up tomorrow. Oh, nice. Are you posting? Are you going to post the edit on YouTube? Is it going to be on YouTube, Pitch? Well, actually, we don't have to Heart here to be able to max, I guess, with our 2 extra resources. So we'll go boost, boost in hopes that we hit a Hyperdriver. We did not. Big Sag. Can't win them all, though. Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. Boost, boost. I love saying that so much. I was like, Carly, you've listened to me say that around the house. You know how much I enjoy saying boost, boost.
Do you just say it
randomly?
Not boosting?
That's none of your concern, Nathaniel. No. I may or may not do that around my house from time to time.
Do it. Play a Hyperdriver. Do it.
I wish, dude.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know. I'm Harpoon.
No.
Harpoon looking real good right here.
What are you?
Harpoon looking real good right here.
What are you doing right
now? Yep, it'll be on our YouTube. Oh, nice. Along with the Blitz game separately. All the games were pretty good. Oh, well, dude, good. That'll I'll have something to watch tomorrow. That's awesome, man. I'd love to yell boost, but it's so expensive. Twin Drive is an expensive card. It's way more expensive than I think anybody thought it was going to be. Show me those cards.
I hate this so much.
Show me those cards.
You're just supposed to do vanilla damage. No way to do it again.
No, something happened. Oh, you're not selecting 4 cards. You're not showing me your whole hand.
Oh, it's
because I went boost.
Oh, I don't want to show you my plan.
Tough garbage. Wow.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh.
It's not that good. It wasn't that good.
I mean, I'm just taking Illumina, right? Or am I supposed to take the Bolt of Courage since it charges? Genuine question.
Genuine question?
Yeah, serious
I have
question.
an Arsenal.
So don't take the Bolt of Courage, so take the Lumina.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, it's probably always correct just to take the Lumina, but
Yeah.
maybe they're like...
If I didn't have an Arsenal, it might be... Yeah, it's probably Bolt, but...
Yeah, because then you don't have
I
any,
also
like...
wouldn't be I would be blocking a little bit this turn.
That's true. That's
would
true. That
guess.
makes sense.
But
I'll start saying it when I fart. I needed a boost. Oh my god, Carly. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Carly. We'll go ahead and activate Max and we won't crank, and then we'll just arsenal our card and set up here. I mean, this hand is fine. Like, it's really not that good. Yeah, like this hand seems fine. That's like really all I can say about it. Ooh, that's good. B for Vanguard from the Arsenal. Hitting us with a spice. Gotta catch 'em all.
I hate this.
I hate when you actually have to...
Actually have to charge cards.
Yeah, instead of just being able to put your cards over there. As a Bolton player, watching Illumina force block hurts my soul. He had double Illumina set up and you botched it. Yeah, I know, Pitch. It's all my fault, dude. Thankfully.
The people wanted to see the double Illumina.
I believe the people wanted to see it. I didn't want to see it.
Yeah.
My question was never with whether they wanted to see it or not. No, I guess we should say we should just block with Heart here. I mean, my hand's really not that great. I could just give 2 cards. So pitch that to play that, go back, crank, or don't crank, get an action point, and then shoot.
What's forcing you to block here?
My hand being bad.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, my hand's just super mediocre.
Yeah, but you know what my hand is. Like, you got 3 attack coming your way that have on hits.
I guess that's true. Really would have liked to have banished the 3rd hyperdriver and got that rolling. I wanted to see it. Pitch, I think everybody wanted to see me just get dumpstered by the double Lumina on like turn 4. Am I lagging? Yep,
We're good.
That's me. There it is. All right, so we use Bolton to give go again, which makes sense. Illumina. Yep. I mean, I guess with the Lumina, we're just supposed to block 6 both times. And we can just go ahead. Did you mean to not give go again?
Nah, I hate this. I've literally just not played Bolton at all.
You can definitely tell when somebody
Talishar.
hasn't played a deck like this on Talishar. Currently watching Steven Universe with my son. The show is so badass. What is Steven Universe? I've never heard of that. Is it like a cartoony style show, or like is it like IRL, or what is it, Pitch? You ever heard of this show, Nathaniel?
Steven Universe? Yeah, I've not watched it though.
Yeah. Pistola. Get wrecked.
Pistol. Oh my god, whatever will I do?
Oh, Lord. Yeah, Cartoon Network animated show. Oh, that's cool, dude. I was like, dude, Cartoon Network has had some bangers over the years for sure. Like, Cartoon Network has put out some good ones over the years. So you played Illumina, I took Illumina, so there's only one more left in your deck.
Correct.
Did you charge a yellow card?
Yes.
Hmm. You got me tripping, oh, stumbling. Ugh. I guess let's block 3. Let's force you to use snaps here or a pump. Ugh. Stop that.
Yeah.
That's so good here. Because you get to just like you don't even have to Bolton here. It just gets go again, which is, there's so much value in this. There's so much value. Awesome soundtrack, cool fight scenes, emotional gut punches. I mean, yeah, pitch. That's all the bases, brother. That's all the makings for a great show and or movie.
Mm. It's actually a hard choice. I wonder if it's just...
Oh, like what you're doing is a hard choice?
Yeah.
That's right, Ben. Flex the Terran emote. Let them know what's up. It's on Hulu too? Oh, dude, that's awesome. I've actually been looking for another show to watch. So I might be spending my days watching Steven Universe. All right, so we take 1, go to 25. Nathaniel gets go again. So Nathaniel comes in with Beaming Bravado. I assume we're charging a yellow. Just kidding.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Just kidding. For an action card, what card did you put into your hand? What card did you put into your hand?
Snatch.
I think I'm just going to take 4 here. Had I waited, I would have just blocked 4 with my equipment here. Can you beacon a victory that? Can you beacon a victory anything? Target attack gains X. Yep.
Yes.
That's pretty good. So I'd have got blown out there either way. You would have just had it one way or another. That would have been really good. You got me tripping, oh, stumbling, oh, Carly's home, I hear the door. She's home! Well, she's not answering me, so if I die shortly, at least I'm alive, so everybody knows I'm dead. Nope, just Carly.
Oh, just me. Sorry to disappoint.
It didn't come out how I wanted. I didn't come out how I wanted. Oh, Mason with a hydrate.
Nathaniel's pretty quiet on your stream.
I love playing 2 for 4s. Deck is good.
What'd you say, Nathaniel?
I said I love playing 2 for 4s. Deck is good.
I mean, dude, 2 for 4s are what you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's like what I've been trying to do this whole time.
Right.
Obviously, we're not done yet. I'm at 14. Is this another snatch? Man, good turn. And you still have all your equipment to block with. I don't like you very much right now. Oh, it was Schrodinger. I can't even say that. Schrodinger? Hope I'm saying that right. Murder on stream for a second there. Oh. Hey, Dak, what's going on, man? How are you, brother? So boost. Carly's literally walking around behind me going, boost?
Question is, did I fart or did I not fart?
Oh my god. Well, if you farted, I'll know soon. Good lord.
Boost.
Oh, boost. That's right.
You did boost.
I did boost.
Yuck. Don't boost. Actually bad.
I will just be asking Dash players that from now on. Did you boost? Dude, Pitch said Taco Bell equals boost. Oh, that's hilarious. That's great. Oh, that's hilarious. Big chillin', driving home from work. Dude, I felt that, man. Hope the day wasn't too bad, man. And now we boost.
What do you pull? What is this deck?
What is this deck? I don't know.
What is this?
If you kill him next turn, I'll gift another sub. So are you talking about like next turn? Like, are you talking about like this turn? Because if you're talking about this turn, I feel like my window's probably passed. Nathaniel, don't block.
Can you kill me now?
Could I kill you now? I don't think I can. What?
You see the box? Yeah, I know you saw it, but like...
Yeah, you mean the one that I put on our kitchen table? Yes, I saw that box.
What's on the box?
No, it had your name on it, so I stopped looking at it.
Is stuff on the box?
No.
Like there's like what it is.
Carly,
on
it
the
looked like
box.
an Amazon box. I don't read your packages. I'm not nosy like you are.
But it literally says it.
Okay.
Like a brand.
Do you want me to come read it? Is that what you're getting
No,
at?
I just didn't know if I should just give it to you now.
If I didn't read it and it's a Christmas present, why are you upset?
Hey,
Oh my gosh, I swear.
I was hoping I could give it to you early.
Stop trying to give me Christmas presents early. Okay, sorry, Nathaniel.
Victory.
Don't you dare claim victory. You son of a bitch.
In stream.
So we're gonna crank in stream. And then we'll max V. So pretty good turn all the way around. Wish we probably could have used the base legs here to gain an action point and like harden a pistol for 2 more points, but I think setting up the hyperdriver is better. Your next turn? All right, my next turn.
Use my whole hand.
All right, so if I can kill Nathaniel next turn, we're gifting another sub. Let's go. Challenge accepted. We're gonna do everything we can here. Carly aggro. I mean, Carly gets quite aggressive over Christmas presents. She likes to give me Christmas presents as early as humanly possible for some reason. Yo, Caleb, what's up, man? How are you, buddy? Guess what I pulled today? All right. Tell me the set, and I'll guess a card. Am I lagging?
No, I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. That's perfectly fine. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't lagging here.
Yeah.
All right, so you're at
Oh my
10.
God, is Nathaniel playing slow again?
Oh, man. Uh-oh. Is this what we think it is? Is this a hand that could definitely kill Nathaniel? Barring that he doesn't block.
Doesn't throw cards at you.
If you just don't attack and don't block, I can probably kill you this turn.
Oh, dude, that's flesh and blood right there.
Don't you miss those days?
Man, I do.
No blocks. I'll attack you for 8.
I miss playing Bolton and them saying no blocks to my Lumina attacks. That was great.
I bet you do.
All the way.
Okay, so it's from Uprising. Also, I'm good. How about you? I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. All right, so you pulled a card from Uprising. You pulled a card from Uprising. What was the Furnace, Shuko? Were all good cards in that set. What was the Fable from Uprising, Nathaniel?
From Uprising? That's a Blood TCG.
Blood TCG? Okay, so it's not that. I mean, I guess it could be that, but I guess I wouldn't be too excited about that card, so please don't have another one of those Beacon of Victories. I'm going to start calling that thing Bacon of Victory.
Bacon of Victory.
Bacon of Victory. Because we like bacon, and that card means victory. Ugh. Create a Courage token? Dude, why are you playing all these cards that I don't know the names of?
Huh?
Oh, this is a Dustle Dawn card. So I go to 7 and you draw a card and you have 2 Courage tokens? Stop this nonsense. Okay, I'm gonna say Flamescale Furnace. Final guess. Hit me with it. Also, I'm trying to keep my hand here in an attempt to kill you next turn. Can you buff that thing?
Yes.
Target Light Warrior attack. What? Light Warrior.
Yes.
Ugh.
Light Warrior attack. Also, Lumina says target attack. Also, Courageous Steel Hand.
No blocks. We live on the edge.
I think Courageous Steel Hand says attack action card. So
that's the 0. That's the 0 for 3, right?
0 for 3, yeah.
Nope. Crown of Providence? Oh, nice, dude. Crown of Providence is a sweet pull. I completely forgot Crown of Providence was a card. That's awesome, man. That's a great pull to have.
No, never mind. Courageous Steel Hand says target attack.
So I could have died to extra cards there. I know that. So I could have died to extra cards right there. It's all good. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go. 5 go again. We're doing everything we can. We got the high octane, and we're starting out with a 1 for 5. Okay, Nathaniel takes 5. Good start. Good start to our plan.
Oh, another 5.
Oh boy.
Are you playing Razor?
What? Bro, could you imagine? Could you imagine the tilt that would throw people on? Not even Pummel, just Razor.
It's not even Yellow Pummel.
Could you imagine I pitch blue and I'm just like zipper hit, no boost? Like what?
Actually horrible.
That emote is exactly what I looked like.
Three.
So you give me a card here. I think I'm gonna be short, Mason. I think we're gonna be short just a couple of points here. We come in for 2. Nathaniel goes to 1. We come in for 2. Nathaniel gives us a card. Ooh, he gives us Warband of Bologna and Tunic. Interesting. And then we come in for 2 one last time here. And Nathaniel gives us a card from hand. All right. Well, no kill right here, but dang, we got close. I mean, that hand wasn't bad. What was that? 13, 15, 17, 19? 19 points off of 4 cards. I'd say that's a pretty solid hand. Was that 2 Courageous Steel hands in one hand? Jeez.
It was.
I don't feel like that's how it was drawn up.
It was not.
Okay, so because you've charged this turn, I have to give you 2 cards. Which
This
sucks.
is essentially 2 for 7, which is
Yeah, which is like actually
this
crazy.
is actually okay.
I mean, it's way more than okay.
I mean, I did still have to get rid of a card from my soul, but
Yeah, but it probably wins you the game here, right?
yeah, very likely. You have no block, right? No equipment block.
Yeah, no, I don't have any equipment block left.
I mean, you're giving me 2 cards.
Yeah,
Probably
I don't have a way.
something into pistol usually.
Well, I have to give you more than 2 cards here. Right? Because I block 3, take 1,
yeah,
go to
'cause
1.
Yeah.
And then when you come in with... And then you're going to give go again to come in with a Raiden here. And I'm
Yeah,
going to
I guess
have
if
to give
you're-
you 2 cards because I don't
Yeah,
have
you
another
have attack
non-attack.
option cards.
Yeah, if I had a non-attack, I could give you a non-attack right here, which would be very good. And that says only if you've boosted this turn. Man, if I had a hyperdriver in play, we could actually make something happen here. So I just have to give 2 cards here. Man, I was so happy when I pulled it. Yeah, dude, I would have been stoked, Caleb. I was like, dude, I'd love to open another Crown of Providence. And I own a Crown of Providence. No, there's no reason to boost here. We'll just come in for 3 and take a card out of Nathaniel's hand here. He drew a D-React. It's like that or Nathaniel has the boldest strategy ever. Say no blocks. But he's at 1. Attack action cards will boost the attack. Yeah, Jamie. I was like, that was the unfortunate part of that turn for me, is that I needed to be able to keep 2 cards. Because if I'm able to keep 2 cards right there, I'm actually able to come in with T-Bone and then pistol twice, because I can keep the blue and the T-Bone. So I throw the T-Bone, load the pistol, and shoot. And then from there, I activate my Cogworks base legs, gain an action point, and then use my last resource to come in with the pistol. I guess if I wanted to activate Heart, I could actually just... If I wanted to activate Heart, I guess I could have actually have just kept the 4 and taken every card out of Nathaniel's hand. And God, this is so obnoxious because now I have to give you 2 cards here.
Mm-hmm.
Soul Shield. Interesting. Yeah, and then again, I'm forced to give you 2 cards. Yep, and then I knew one of these was coming around at some point, and that's exactly what we needed not to see. So we'll block 6 here. I mean, if Nathaniel ever draws a pump, we're also just dead. Like, we're also just dead to that at any point in time. Not getting to flip the mech was pretty sad. The crazy part's just the mech is still in our deck. There's still 1 in our deck. What is it in the next hand? It like has to be in the exactly the next hand. I mean, Nathaniel doesn't have a pump here. Like, we actually get to take a card out of his hand next turn, which is surprising.
Oh wait, I just did that wrong.
Oh, we'll start over and then let's do it again.
Yeah. Let me get back real quick. No, we're good. It's just let's just throw this.
Oh,
I can't do anything else.
yep. I've got an item in my hand.
Okay.
Big Sag. Let's see. We had an AVPT of 16.29 over 8 turns, and we never flipped the mech suit at all. Boosting away both of those pretty early was pretty bad. That was tough. Yo, Mason with the 50 bits as a consolation prize, my man. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, brother. All right, so let's see.
My thought for that one is I just really didn't want you to. I shouldn't have.
You should have
Simply
what?
Shouldn't have put in the. Let me re-sideboard.
Okay. Full rematch then.
There we go.
Yeah, I'll still go first here. So let's see. The first game played against Nathaniel on Bolton. I went first and I lost. Close game. Bolton's ability let him take my whole hand towards the end and killed me. All right. So we're setting up our tracker here for all of our games. Okay, so again, I think I just want to run back to 60 here, and I just want to see if we have a better time around this time. See if anything happens. I mean, if this matchup starts to feel like kind of weak, we could always like run into like bringing in like underloops or payloads if we feel like we need some bigger heavy hitters here. But we're already playing a pretty explosive deck. We just need to win that game. I think we just needed to set up the mech suit. Like, I'm pretty sure if there was a turn where we were able to set up the mech suit anytime, like we probably just win that game because of the blocking value that we get.
That's why I want to kill you before that happens.
That's fair. So let's go ahead and boost off of our expedite here. Yep, Nathaniel blocks 3. Let's go ahead and play our hyperdriver. Yes, we'll crank, and then we'll activate Maxx to create another hyperdriver, and we will not crank, and then we'll arsenal right here.
You're gonna turn to mech me right now?
Not turn 2. Maybe a little turn 3 action, though. Maybe. Did you play your game over there, huh?
Huh?
Asking me if I say boost around my house, am I around my house,
Yeah.
and now you're asking me what I'm going to do on turn 2 or 3? Good Lord, man.
Yeah, well, okay, I get it.
I thought we still had privacy in this country, but whatever. Oh, man. Ben, what is that emote? What even is that? Now I gotta pull up Twitch just so I can look at this. Steffi won. Oh, it says hype. It says hype. Oh, you got that from the sub that somebody gifted you in Steffi Evans chat. That's awesome, dude. That's cool.
I guess it's just this.
So Nathaniel comes in for 3 go again here. So play this. Kane 2. I mean, so we're just blocking here and taking 1. Like, I think that's perfectly fine. And then as long as I keep these 2 cards, I can make somewhat of a play here. So we'll just go ahead and we'll take the 3 here and go to 36. So let's lead by loading our pistol. We will come in with a T-bone for 3 go again. We go up to 4 resources. Hyperdrivers are so good. Elite emotes over here. Elite emotes only. Absolutely. All right, Nathaniel goes to 37. We're gonna go ahead and play the harpoon here. Now Nathaniel's gonna get to protect his hand pretty well. Nathaniel doesn't play many 2 blocks here, so Why was Bolt of Courage the only card you revealed?
I don't know either.
That's
I'll
weird.
just tell you that it was also yellow Valiant Thrust.
Okay, yellow Valiant Thrust and red Bolt of Courage. Okay. Roger that. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Do I want to do that?
Hmm.
Okay.
And then we'll go ahead and activate Maxx. And then, yes, we'll crank.
Cranking.
We'll go ahead and, oh, actually I need to do this first, I guess. We'll activate Heart. Come in with the pistol.
My Maxx deck might be my favorite name I've ever come up with for a fab deck.
All right, hit me with it.
Cranky Kong.
Cranky Kong. I
Cranky
like
Kong.
it. I like it. All right, so we activated Heart so that we could shoot pistol, activate our leg piece, and then shoot our pistol one more time. Considering what we're setting up in our arsenal, it feels like we need to get all the value we can out of our equipment and our weapon. So we'll go ahead and take a 7-point life lead over Nathaniel, and we'll arsenal a pretty good card here. Pretty good, pretty good. I don't know. This is tough. Let's block 3 and just kind of force Nathaniel to play his pump here. I was debating blocking 6 because we're playing around the Courageous Steel hand this way, which would have been pretty good. Now, Nathaniel's probably just going to give go again regardless here, but if we block the extra 3, we're playing around his buff to be able to prevent him from drawing a card here, so... Which would have been a pretty heads-up play, but I think that this is still an okay line because this card always blocks 3 this turn. We don't ever want a second copy of it. Plus, if we hold it, we're playing around Command and Conquer, which is worth noting. Hmm.
Kind of don't like this.
Sounds like Nathaniel's hand might be a little awkward. I mean, at this point, if my opponent's thinking this in depth about what they're doing this turn, then it probably means that our opponent's hand was a little awkward regardless. This kind of makes me think that Nathaniel has the Bacon of Victory card. If he does, he can only get rid of 1 card from his soul, so I'm just going to go ahead and block 4 here. Actually, this could just be a snatch to follow up on. He could give go again and then throw a CNC. I'm just going to block 2. CNC is really the card that punishes us here. I guess with what's in our hand, though, I guess, like, CNC doesn't really matter unless we block with our other Mechanoid beforehand. If we block with our other Mechanoid beforehand, then we're, like, kind of up a creek here. All right, so now we're in a spot where Nathaniel no longer has the capability to be able to... I mean, he could still have a buff here, but he no longer has the ability to, like, throw CNC at us. So we'll just block 6. Getting all the value out of our equipment this game, which is exactly what we want to do. We're going to pitch 4 to play our Mechanoid. And then we'll come in for 6 with Overpower, getting rid of one of our Hyperdrivers here. Now, Overpower, not nearly as good in CC as it is in Limited. In Limited, it's like insane because it very rarely gets blocked out if you have Overpower cards. I've seen very few turns in Limited where you can actually block out everything. I actually had a Dash database in Limited one time play a what's the mini force field off the top of their deck and have a block card in hand to cover up to like 6 or better cards with Overpower that I had. It was kind of crazy. All right, so now we pass. Probably looking to Arsenal this if I can here. We're going to try and use our Mechanoid blocking pretty strategically here if we can. That's GG. I mean, Jamie, it could be. I'm a firm believer in not, like counting my chickens before they've hatched or whatever the saying is, but I definitely understand here. So this did not get +1, which means me blocking with a card from hand would just give it the buff. So if Nathaniel wants to actually we'll just go ahead and pass here. Okay. So Nathaniel does have the +3. One of the locals one-shot me turn 3 with Maxx. Yeah, Caleb, that's a real thing that can happen, man. When Bright Lights first came out and Maxx first hit the scene, I had a 44-point damage turn one time to somebody, which was absolutely insane. So we have a couple of options here, looking at our hand. Our hand's not great. We can do a couple of things here, but it's not fantastic. We can pitch Hyperdriver to play our Jump Start, and then we can pitch Twin Drive to play our Zipper Hit. Come in for 10 and then come in for 6. I mean, that's a 4-card, 16-point hand. That's a pretty above rate turn. With Nathaniel at 29, that's pretty good, but we're worried about his Lumina turn. I also would like to be able to Arsenal my Twin Drive here in case we do. I'd like to be able to Arsenal my Twin Drive in case we find our High Octane in the next turn or two, and then we can kind of just go crazy. And then at that point, that'll give us so much tempo. I don't know that Nathaniel can crawl back from that, but that's if we find a High Octane in the next turn or two. I mean, we haven't seen one yet. We haven't pitched one. We're in a pretty decent spot. Part of me wants to pitch Jumpstart, boost Zipper Hit, pitch Hyperdriver to activate Maxx, crank, come in with the Mechanoid, Arsenal Twin Drive. That is a much less explosive turn, and we're giving Nathaniel the possibility to kind of combo us here, but I don't really know which is better. This is a very tough decision point for me. I think I'm going to take the more patient line and hope that the more patient line works out because we'll have 6 counters on our Mechanoid next turn, and we might be able to actually just kind of go crazy. So we'll try to set up a little bit here. And of course, I boost away a High Octane. You'll love to see it. We were boosting here no matter what with the way our hand was set up. I don't think there was ever going to be a world where I wasn't going to boost. So I don't think that not boosting was really on the table. So hitting the High Octane sucks, but it's kind of a feels bad moment, but at the same time, I was always going to boost, so it was going to happen no matter what. It's crazy the ceiling is high. Yeah, Caleb, I think that Maxx has one of the highest ceilings in CC based off of the High Octane and Mechanoid combo. It's actually insane. I'd say one of the few heroes that has a higher ceiling than Maxx in current CC is Kano. Just because of how stupid Kano can get. Kano can just do dumb stuff. Make people cry, which, Kano kind of makes me cry a little bit. But I also like playing Kano. So, the duality of man. All right, Nathaniel blocks 3 and goes to 21. And we're going to Arsenal and hope that our deck was shuffled terribly, and now that we have 2 high octanes together. Never lucky. Although this isn't a bad turn. I mean, for go again, I think I'm just going to go to 22. Like, I think this is fine. And then I think if Nathaniel like really throws something big at us here, we can just give the Mechanoid. Or it's possible I'm supposed to just go T-Bone, Med-X, and then block with my two blue zipper hits here. And so that I can block 6 essentially and set up that way.
Oh shoot, my bad.
Oh no, you're good, man.
The card.
Ah, okay, there it is.
I was like, why isn't this coming in for 4?
So let's go ahead and block the Mechanoid here. I think that's exactly what we want to do on this chain link, is block the Mechanoid.
I was wondering, why did I want to keep the yellow? And now I remember why I wanted to keep the yellow.
Do you want to back up?
No, I mean, it's too far.
I mean, you'll have to undo the whole
It's
turn, but
just-
that's fine. Like,
I'll have to undo to your turn.
oh, you blocked with a yellow during my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
see.
like I forgot my arsenal existed.
I see. I mean, if you really want to back up that far, we can.
I don't want to back up that far, like at all.
This is one of those times when it would just be real easy to like undo in paper and like make the corrections ourselves, but
Yeah, it's okay.
so now we're just going to block with both of our cards. We're just going to deny Nathaniel the value of his soul that he can have here, off of putting cards into his soul, and also the value that and also the value of gaining life, of the extra points of swing that he gets from this. So we gain a resource here. Come in for 3. So Nathaniel decides to go to 18 here. And then we'll go ahead and boost our Med-X here. Now, we don't have any cards in hand, so this isn't threatening an on-hit to Nathaniel, but I think just throwing our cards is worth here. At this point, like, we're not really, like, trying to, like, set up and, like, have our high-octane combo turn. At this point, we're more just looking to, like, try and value Nathaniel out and use our 6-point attack and our 5-point shield every turn, except now our shield's going to be for 4 points. But, I mean, like, this card just has so much value. Like, our turn was block for 6 and then attack for 7 from our hand, plus the 6 that we've assembled. So we literally had a 19-point hand, not counting the 5 points that we blocked, which is, like, kind of crazy to think about. Problem is that Nathaniel can always just combo us and kind of, like, you know, just kind of, like, go ham. Guys, thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. Appreciate you guys being here, whether you're on Kick, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you're hanging out. Appreciate you chilling with me tonight. A lot of great content creators out there you could be hanging out with, so appreciate you watching my journey through Maxx tonight. Nathaniel just goes to 10. Okay. Okay, so Light the Way is a 0 for 3. He banished the V for Valor, so this is on hit, gains go again. Now, if he more than likely has a buff here, so it really probably just doesn't matter what we block with. I mean, technically, if we wanted to like get real for a minute here, I could block T-Bone and Jumpstart to cover 6. That would, I guess it'd be 7, so his +3 would still be like, it would still come over the top. So the most effective way to block here would be to block Mechanoid and to block with the Jumpstart and still play my turn out. I think I might just say no blocks here. I don't know. Like, I can't play both of my cards here. Guess I could wait and block with something later. Because if I block with the Mechanoid and I block with the Jumpstart here, and then he just plays the Bacon of Victory and gets +1 and then goes and gets Illumina, then I've given up all of my blocking potential this turn. And I don't think that's where I want to be. Now, we're forcing Nathaniel, like, he doesn't have to have anything right here. He can actually just, like, we can take 3 and Nathaniel gets go again because of the way he charged. So we're not forcing him to have anything here, which I don't like, but I also think I'm taking the most conservative point in a game that I'm winning. Well, at least it feels like I'm winning right now. I could not be winning, but it definitely feels like we're winning this game right now. Now that he's throwing the Raiden here, I am going to block for 4 on the Mechanoid. It's possible he has a snatch here. We've only seen 1, but I'm not super worried about that. The only problem with the way we blocked is that we did end up keeping our whole hand, which I guess like really is fine. It's not the end of the world. So we'll go ahead and come in with a Jumpstart for 5 go again. 2 for 5 with go again. It's not very good. It's like it's a below rate. Wish we had the Hyperdriver set up. I want to keep the card that's in my arsenal in case I do happen to randomly draw into a high octane. A high octane at this point in the game, if we're able to keep like a lot of our hand, will pretty much lock the game up. We'll come in with a data link for 3. I like the on hit of data link of being able to opt one. I consider playing dive through data in this spot actually because I like the 4 power attack, the breakpoint attack, but we're already playing a number of 1-cost cards and 2-cost cards in our deck, so it's a little like we're really pushing the numbers of being able to play maximum velocity inside of a max deck by doing that. So I think that keeping the zeros in my deck is just a better play. Nathaniel's really tanking about how he wants to block here. Oh, claim victory, huh?
I bet Brody Sparlock really knows the art of like doing it right before the claim victory button comes up.
Probably.
Take a game action.
I've never seen a player use their time so efficiently all the time. So Nathaniel decides to take 1. We'll leave this on top of our deck. We don't care to see this one boosted away here, since we know that we're going to boost 1 more time. So we'll come in for 4. And I mean, technically at this point, we could have like a Zipper Hit or a Med-X or, you know, any kind of 1-cost card in our arsenal here that we could play on top of this, but we're just going to come in with the Mechanoid.
Yeah, I wouldn't have had any sort of turn, so I figured I'd play for not having like a 3rd card there.
I mean, that's fair.
We could have played like 3 extra turns and I lost, but
I mean, yeah, no, I get that. You had to try and flip the game at some point. I completely get that. All right, so 1-1. Let's update the record. Let's update my log here of our games. We got to win that game. Flipped mech suit on turn 3. Used it to take tempo. All right. 1-1 on the night. Not too shabby of a start. Not too shabby of a start. Losing tempo again as Bolton against Maxx is rough. Yeah, I imagine that's a tough place to be in. I feel like once Bolton falls behind, it might be tough for Bolton to crawl out of that hole without like a big Lumina turn. Do you want a full rematch or quick rematch or?
Quick is good.
Okay. Didn't know if you wanted to sideboard differently again or not.
No, I don't think so. I think I have the right sideboard. It's just not. It just didn't matter that game.
That's fair. So let's see here. Let's pitch this card. Let's boost for 4. We'll go ahead and offer Nathaniel a break point to see if he wants to get me 2 cards or if he just wants to get me 1 card here. So Nathaniel decides just to take 1 there. And then I'm going to pitch my blue to activate Maxx. And no, we won't crank. And then I'll just go ahead and arsenal my last card here. Pitch stacking a little bit to set up, but we're also like setting our hand up in a very explosive way. This hand is actually crazy. So play this, down to 2, up to 3. Play this, down to 2. Activate heart, up to 3. Play this, crank, activate this. Wow, that's actually insane. And then if I just draw it, we'll just turn 3 again. Down to 2, up to 3. All right, yeah, so play this for 1. So we pitch this. So down to 2, up to 3. There, go down to 2, activate heart, go up to 3, play this, crank, and then activate this. Okay, so we'll just take 4 here. Considering we have a pretty explosive turn and we want to try and set up here a little bit, I think this is a good turn for us. Destroy this. Charge your hero's soul. Target attack gets +2. That's pretty cool. It's kind of a neat card.
I thought I hated this card, but honestly, it's the worst.
Did you say you thought you hated this card?
Yeah, I thought I absolutely hated this card.
Okay, but
When
you...
Dust Till Dawn came out, I was reading it, and I was like, this is the worst card I've ever read.
You don't hate it now, though?
I don't hate it that much anymore.
Okay.
It's honestly not that bad. I love taking 5.
Okay, so Nathaniel decides to go to 34. We're going to boost our T-Bone away. We boost away a high octane and a maximum velocity this turn. Big Sag. Nathaniel's patience is going to pay off for him here. Because we just boost away... Oh, it's not... Oh, I boosted a Hyperdriver. Okay. Shoo. I was like, whoa. I was like, where did my card go, game? It's like, where did my card go?
I knew the pulse wave was there.
I mean, sometimes you just know.
Telegraphed.
I don't know if the take flight is
no.
correct there.
I don't have go again.
I don't believe him. Call me crazy, chat. I think he's baiting us.
Dang,
So-
I should have chose another card.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll crank and then we'll activate Maxx, and then no, we won't crank, and then we'll pass.
I hate that you did that.
What'd you say?
'Cause I hate that you did that. Little setup here.
I mean, it's a pretty good turn. Like, we got to offer 12 points and set up here, so.
Mm.
Play this, boost, go up to 3. Play this, crank, and then activate that. All right. So we just block 3, take 2. So we're essentially just blocking 2 here. Why didn't you shoot the pistol? I didn't shoot the pistol because I didn't crank my second hyperdriver. Because I wanted to be able to keep a second counter on it in case I have a hand like this where I don't draw my combo pieces, so that I can wait and continue to play more setup until I do draw my combo pieces. So it was really just a patience game there. The pistol is definitely like a good option there if I want to crank and like I'm just trying to race scale him. That is the play. But I think in this matchup, I really want to be playing patient until I actually find my combo pieces here.
I need to be more attentive to what cards I have.
Okay.
Yeah. At least now this has on hit.
So now if this hits me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to block here because we're really blocking, instead of blocking 4, we're actually blocking 5 here because of the courage token, so I'm going to hang on to that. And then we'll go ahead and come in with the data link here for 3 go again. Nathaniel just going to take 3 here. Well, I wish that had been on the top when we boosted just now. We're going to put this to the bottom because we have no interest in seeing this card. We'll go ahead and play our hyperdriver. Yep, we'll crank, and then we'll activate Maxx. And then no, we won't crank. So we'll have 4 hyperdrivers in play.
Okay.
This hand is exactly what having 4 hyperdrivers will do for you. This hand's like actually kind of crazy. We're currently up 7 points on Nathaniel. Now, we're up 7 points on the scoreboard, but I automatically have... I come into the game with 4 points of equipment block, and Nathaniel comes into the game with 6. So, and I've already used one of my 5, and he still has all... Well, I guess he has 7, technically, if you count the tunic. So, he automatically starts the game up 3 more life than I do. And then on top of that, I've taken away one of mine, so I'm really only up 3 points if you count that. No blocks, I say. I mean, yeah, unless he does something really good here, we're just going to say no blocks because this hand's, like, pretty good. Like, this hand's solid. You like to see hands like this. Ooh. Gonna say no blocks on the light the way here. This isn't a card that punishes me enough for, like, blocking it. Like, this isn't a card that punishes me enough for not blocking it, so we're just going to say no blocks here. Now, that's a tough scene because I really don't want to give Nathaniel, like, I would just be going to 23 here and putting him to 29 because of the Lumina. I mean, I could block 5, block 6, and then just Arsenal. Prevent him from getting his combo hits. I mean, like, this hand's not that explosive. It's 16 points off of 4 cards, which is good, don't get me wrong. But I don't think giving up... What did we take on the first chain link? We took 3. So we'd be giving up 13 points. We'd be giving up 13 points to be able to swing 16 when we're up. When we were up 7. So, I mean, technically it's good enough, but I still, I just don't think this hand is worth giving up all of this. I think we can arsenal this, and with the hyperdrivers in play, we're pretty much always in a spot where we can play this. Really hope Nathaniel doesn't have, a Courageous Steel hand or something right here. And then we're just going to go ahead and block 6. I think that's one of the things that I've learned as I've played against more Bolton and kind of as I've played a lot of Flesh and Blood is that if you block Bolton, it's hard for Bolton to combo you. If you block correctly. That is anyway. So if you block incorrectly, you get blown out. Blocking the combo hits is very big. Even one of my Fi games last week, we ended up blocking the Bolton because it was just more value for us to actually block than it was to not block. Which I think is not always easy to analyze. It's very easy to look at my hand and say, "Yep, I'll just take my hand and take whatever Nathaniel does." But I don't think that was correct last turn. I mean, this is a hand of Flesh and Blood cards. Is it one that we want? I don't know. But it is a hand of Flesh and Blood cards. So play this, go up 4 resources, go down to 2 hyperdrivers, pay 2 to activate this, pitch this to activate this, and then hold this for next turn. I mean, that's exactly enough to flip and set it all up. And still keep this for next turn. And then we'll have 0 hyperdrivers in play, so we won't be able to play the Maxx V in our arsenal, which is kind of sad, but at the same time, I think that's I think flipping this is ultimately the goal of our, that's the goal of our game. That's our game plan here. So we'll see what Nathaniel does here. 1 soul is worth between 1 and 2, so each hit is 2 or 3 extra. Oh, Andy, that's a good way to look at it. I know that I've always considered it this is just this is an extra point swing because the Lumina gives +1 and it also they gain a life. So I've always looked at it that way. But looking at their soul as a resource is also very important to think about and something I don't think I've ever really considered. So that's a good point out, Andy. I mean, man, I hate to give you a card here, but my hand is so good. My hand is so good. I think I'm going to. I could technically block with the high octane here and stop his snatch outright and force him to use a pump here, but I really think that keeping the high octane will win the game on the spot. I just have to hope Nathaniel can't do 10 more damage. I'm really hoping that his turn is 5 to 8 more points. Ending this turn at 14 or higher would be a real win for me, in my opinion. I mean, ultimately going into a turn where we have the mech suit, we're probably going to win, even if we don't have the high octane, but nothing's guaranteed. I think we're just taking 4 here. I was Nathaniel's definitely giving go again at this point. The way the game is playing out, he is 100% giving go again right here.
He's giving go again.
What'd you say?
He's giving go again.
Oh, yeah.
As in, go again vibes.
Honestly, I know this sounds crazy, but that might have been the best thing he could have done for us. Like, yeah, you've actually done me a great service by playing that card right there.
How the heck is that the case?
Because I have a maximum velocity in my arsenal that I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything with. So you doing that just lets me like arsenal my high octane this turn.
I could have just played Lumina instead.
I mean, yeah, that would have been a lot worse for me.
Yeah.
I do like that you have to give me equipment here at this point in time because you used your snaps last turn. I do like that. So, okay, so he gives us the Bologna. We're going to activate Maxx. Yes, we're going to crank. We're going to play the Mechanoid. We're going to have 9 counters on the Mechanoid, and we're going to come in with one of those right now for 6. I'm hoping we're not too far behind at this point in the game, and we can still hang on long enough to actually win this game. But Bolton can have some really explosive turns. Like, for anybody who, like, you know, like, doesn't play a lot of Bolton or may not know a lot about Bolton, Icelander was one of the main things keeping Bolton out of the format. That, and I think Bolton kind of struggles in a Bravo. Do you know if that's true, Nathaniel?
Bolton struggling into Bravo.
Yeah.
I think it's not as bad as it used to be.
Okay.
But it still gets fatigued. I mean,
Bolton does?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sure.
I mean, because if you were going to tell me that Bolton fatigues Bravo, I was like, set me up. Like, get me that list.
Yeah. I don't know how that works.
I was like, because brother, I'm there. Like, no questions, I'm there. I'll play that at Cincinnati. Oh no, that's so good. I mean, this hand's gas. We're just gonna hope he doesn't have the 0 for 3 here or the 1 for 3. He probably does, but we're just gonna hope. Thankfully, we're not playing into like a Zuri or something, so we're not worried about a we're not worried about like a shred here to like blow us out and make me cry. I don't know if I missed something there, but I think you could have Foundry Hearted to get the resource for your legs, then mech twice after you'd built it that turn. I love that trick. So, oh, Edward, you're completely right, dude. That's crazy. I had never considered that line. Holy cow. So if I activate Heart before I flip Mech Suit, I go up to 5 resources. Because I've boosted, I gain an action point. Pitch my cards the way I do, and I get to Mech twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Edward. Good call out, dude. I didn't even know that was... that line never crossed my mind, brother. That is a great call out, man. Thanks a lot. Like, actually, that's awesome. Oh my god, you love it when a plan comes together. Jesus. Or I guess technically I'm not supposed to do that. I don't have the resources I want, so I'm just supposed to like play these 3 cards and then arsenal this. Yeah, I think that's the correct line of play here. Okay, yeah, sorry. I was trying to decide what I wanted to do there. I got excited about my hand and didn't count my resources correctly, like a boob. I basically just saved Cogworks for that. It's great. Yeah, Edward, that's an awesome line. That's an awesome like sequencing line that like I had not even thought about, man. That's really cool. I appreciate you pointing that out, man. I will definitely be trying that and the rest of the games tonight and this week to try and get that, like, to make that happen in one turn, because that would be really cool. And like one thing one thing, like guys, like I know, like you hear me like talk, and like you hear a lot of people play. Let's bottom that. We want that for later if Nathaniel tries to fatigue us. And then we'll see 3 cards here. Like, so right there in that spot, had I lost this game, I would have been like, I blocked, I played patiently, I don't think there was anything I could have done. And Edward pointing out that line to me right there that I have not seen is a perfect example of something that I missed that I would have told people, like, if I lost this game and it mattered for like a win in for a top 8 or something, I'd have been like, like, there wasn't anything I could do. I blocked, I played patiently, I did the things that I wanted to do, and I just fell behind and I lost. And it's unfortunate. And that's what I would have told people. But Edward pointed out a line that then, like, something I didn't even see. So I feel like Edward doing that just kind of drives home the point that I talk about a lot when I'm like, when you think you couldn't have played any better, sometimes that is true. But most of the time in a game like Flesh and Blood, where variance is so little, if you're losing, it's normally because you're making mistakes somewhere or because something's happening. So, like, things like that where Edward's pointing out that line is a great example of what I'm talking about all the time. Okay, so Banneret of Courage. Why is it only making you show me 2 cards?
I showed you 3.
Oh, I can't take the Steel Hand. It's not an attack. Right?
Oh, gotcha.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, basically.
Choose an action card. Oh, it's a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reaction. So that's just... If you've charged this turn, target attack gets +3. So I guess let's just take the Banneret. I think that's the best play here, is just to take the Banneret. And then we'll go up to 4 action points here. And then we'll get to come in for 24. Had this actually been a zipper hit, we could literally just add 11 more points to our turn. And then let's start coming in with the boy. Gosh, this card's so good, dude. This card's so good. Nathaniel goes to 14. And so we've got this 6, and then we've got 2 more that are coming in. So Nathaniel's going to have to block with at least 1 more card, I think, here.
Wait. Says go again?
Yeah, I have one more after this. You want to undo and block?
Yeah.
Okay. So we get rid of the pistol here. It doesn't really matter what we're getting rid of as long as we're keeping that Galvanic Bender. That's really the important part of keeping our cards here that we want to see. We want to be keeping our Galvanic Bender to make sure that we're getting the +1 off of it every time we attack. Okay, so Nathaniel blocks 3. And then we're going to come in 1 more time, getting rid of the Hyper X here. Yep, Nathaniel blocks 2, goes to 1. And then we're going to arsenal our last card and pass. And then, I mean, if this doesn't win, I would be absolutely baffled. Because even if Nathaniel has a snatch from his arsenal here, he can play Lumina as an instant, so I'm just going to block. And if Nathaniel just got a free point of armor equipment out of me, then well played by him. So we can come in for 5 here. Start off with 5, go again. Gosh, the Mechanoid is so good, dude. Being able to flip this card is just like insane. Okay, so Nathaniel blocks with a card from hand and all of his equipment.
Kill me.
Zipper hit for 5. He gives us 2 cards. 0 to 60 for 4. Yep, and then this pushes it over the top, and we end up getting him here. It is worth mentioning that we did have the
All
Mechanoid.
0/3s, and I had to add a 0 for 4
What'd you say?
block. I said I need you to have like all 0 for 3s and me to have a 0 for 4 block not to die that turn.
Oh, that's funny. All right, so 2 and 1. Let's see, Max, Nathaniel, Bolton. I went first that game. We got the win. Blocked until I could flip mech suit. What was it, like turn 5 or 6?
I think so.
Turn 5 or 6. High octane to put me ahead with the suit. Honey, where is my super suit? What an amazing movie. What an amazing movie. All right, you want to run that back, or you want to play something else, or
Doesn't matter.
I'm good with whatever you want to do. I don't know like how much you're testing the Bolton deck for Cincy, or
0.
just playing it to play it.
Yeah, honestly.
Okay, that's fair.
You want me to play the 5 deck?
Yeah, sure.
Go.
Um,
Something I might actually play.
I mean, that's fair. Dude, I'm telling you, the 5 deck feels like actually insane. So let's see here. Let me go ahead and send it to you in the chat. So that's the deck link that I just sent, and then I'll go ahead and create a new game for us. I gotta go back and find my Max deck here. Max Fury Mech. Hiss. Private game. Copy that invite link. And then there's the game.
I honestly don't know how you play Bolton and top 8 with it. It's like,
I mean, I'm sure the
It's
deck's
just
got
so
legs
bad.
in some way.
it's just so bad.
I'm gonna run use the
Everything
bathroom
plays
real quick
bad.
before we play this one. So give me like 60 seconds. I'll be right back.
All right.
All right, still there?
Yep.
Dope. Let's do it.
So my thoughts were play links, side in CNC.
So I've never played against Max, but honestly, probably what I would do is I would leave the 57 the way it is. I would bring in Ancestral Empowerments, and I would play Mask of Momentum. That's what I would do if I was playing into this,
Why?
because I like Mask of Momentum because it's a constant pressure, as to where Mask of the Pouncing Links is a one-time pressure. that you get value off of. And I know that it's worth like, 6 to 8 points on a good Art of War turn, but I just, Mask of Momentum gives you so much value. And Ancestral Empowerment is another 0 for 4 that enables you to trigger Mask on the correct chain link. Like, anytime I'm playing against an aggro deck and I'm, like, racing, I just bring in the empowerments, and I just play my 60 cards that I have set up that way, and that's, like, one of my main racing plans. I do that into like, Dash Inventor Extraordinaire. I do it into Dash IO. Like, it's what I run into all the other Mechanologist heroes. So,
I thought with this going into Max is, like, you're a combo deck that significantly gets worse once you're down at a low life total.
I mean, that is true. I think if you don't have Mask of Momentum, though, I think I don't have to like respect any of your cards in a lot of ways. And I mean, the Max deck can race you.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, I don't know. Try it however you see fit. Like, this is the first time I played this matchup. The Fi deck.
I'm gonna try Momentum first, and then.
Okay, I was like, if you feel more comfortable trying it one way, try it. It's the first time that I've played that Fi list into this, so I'm curious to see how it goes, but yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and play the pistol. Or let's activate the pistol. God, play the pistol. Good lord.
Play it straight up.
Let's come in with Zipper Hit for 5. Okay. Nathaniel blocks 6. We'll pitch our other blue to activate Max. Make a Hyperdriver. No, we won't crank. And we'll arsenal our power card that we're hoping to hang on to. So play this. So block here. No, I'm sorry. Block here. Pitch this to play this. Go down to 2. Go up to 3. Play this, crank, and then play this. And then I can either play this off of the following hand, or I'm actually able to, or if I draw my mech suit, I'm able to flip mech on turn 3. Which would be kind of insane. Like, to give me a pretty big, like a pretty good spot into this matchup. So I have a card I'm okay blocking with. Like, Nathaniel's probably got like a 1 for 4 here. So I'll just take the Kodachi. It's pretty likely that if I block on the second chain link here, Nathaniel can present another mask hit, which then forces me to give away another card here. And I think I would rather just wait and give away a card here on give away one of my cards on this chain link here. Did I not click? Okay, there it is. So we'll go ahead and block with the medics. Hope that Nathaniel doesn't have the empowerment here. But if he does, he's going to get a lot of value out of it. He's going to get to push through a point of damage, and he's going to have 2 new cards in his hand, which is insanely strong. It's the main reason I play it in my file list. We could just take 5 here, go to 33, and then we can push back some points here on our turn.
Taking 5.
Yep. I mean, if your hand's good enough, I'd take 5 here almost every time. Activate Max. Yes, we'll crank. And then we'll play the Hyperdriver. And then, is it worth cranking to go ahead and attack with a pistol, considering this is probably going to be a race? I don't know. Let's not, and let's hold off here a little bit. Like, it's a race, but like we're also looking for like mech suit racing, so like we're not really. I don't know. This is tough. 1, 2, 3, and then I need. So I have 1, 2, 3 over here, and then I need 4 right here. But so I guess technically I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I have access to exactly 6. So for me to be able to do it all here, I keep my whole hand, but to be able to just activate Heart and play offense with my hand here, I could technically block with a card from hand. So I think that's probably the better line, considering that we're going to have to give cards to stop Nathaniel from actually hitting on certain chain links. I guess since he's coming in for 4, we'll just go ahead and take the 4 and go to 26 here. Seven would be pretty good here. Could be draw card because he's hoping to draw 2 cards right here. I'm not sure what Nathaniel picks. Picks go again. So I think that, yeah, I think go again is okay with me here because it allows me to keep my hand. The snatch is obnoxious, but I think I have to give it to him in hopes of being able to disrupt his next turn. Oh, something bad happened to Carly playing Fortnite. Can hear it through the headset. Can hear it from in here.
Why? Okay, wait, that's why. Ah. No. Cool.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Just my first time playing Fi in CC.
Ever?
Playing Fi since Uprising was a thing.
I was like, did you ever play it in CC? I know you drafted it some, but
play Brain Dead decks.
Brain dead. Get the hell out of here. God. All right, Nathaniel's trying to start a fight on the YouTube channel tonight.
Meanwhile, mis-sequencing stuff because I don't know how to play Fi.
Oh, I know. I know. Just let it happen, man. Oh. So
all your cards blocked too.
My deck plays more block 3s than most people's.
Haven't seen one.
Good lord.
Yeah, until you show me something.
Yep. So we put Nathaniel to 27, and then we have the Harpoon to come in for 4 more here. Banishing a maximum velocity is not exactly what we want to see. We want to be playing maximum velocities. So Nathaniel kept resources in his hand. He could have all reds. Not likely. Let's take the Bittering Thorns. So Nathaniel takes 2. We activate Heart. Hitting 2 blue T-Bones, and we come in for 10.
Yuck.
So, I mean, we had a 3 and 5 is 8, and 4 is 12. That's a 22-point turn right there. 22 points off of 5 cards. Or, I'm sorry, technically 25 points off of 5 cards because we blocked for 3 from our hand. Now, it's conditional based off of our Hyperdriver there, but we had a 25-point turn, 5-card hand there where we blocked for 3 and attacked for 22. It's pretty solid.
Just gotta take it.
So, Nathaniel goes to 15, which is kind of scary. Maybe that his hand is all 2 blocks and they all just present more damage, and Nathaniel's in a better spot attacking than he is blocking.
Joke's on you, this was another all-red hand, and Bittering Thorns was my worst card.
I mean, that was very possibly the case. was a chance I had to take. So, medics go up to 3. Play that, crank, go down to 2. Play that, don't crank, arsenal that. Or I guess I'm actually always able to put it into play. But then I still only have 2 hyperdrivers in play, and the game's almost over. So I don't really think we're like trying to like set up our combo here. So more than likely this card just says block 3.
Hey. 2 all red hands in a row, and I hit a red off Rabble. That's what you want to see.
Let's just block efficiently. We don't know what Nathaniel's last card is because we just saw the Rising Resentment. So let's just block for 3. Okay. We'll go ahead and block 4 here. Cover up Mask. This can't be Ancestral, so there's no reason for us to overblock or even consider overblocking at this point. The worst card Nathaniel could have would be a Snatch right here, and he just passes. I could come in for 4 and then shoot the pistol. I could set up a hyperdriver. I think 4 and then pistol is probably the better play here. I hate not having the extra hyperdriver resource, but I guess we can technically heart and set up the resource and set up the extra hyperdriver here, which is perfectly fine because Nathaniel's like never going to be in a world of trying to fatigue us here. If Nathaniel was trying to fatigue us, he's probably doing the worst job I've ever seen. So I don't think that's his game plan. Like, whoa.
Everything blocks 2 except for that card, so I should undo and then block with this.
Yep, block 3. Take 1. We activate Heart. We're going to hit 2 really good cards. Oh man, did I call it or did I call it? We'll activate Max. Yes, we'll crank, and then we'll come in for 2 here. I don't think we're ever going to get an opportunity to flip into the mech suit here, so we're probably just going to be looking to use our leg piece here to be able to help us, like, race. I mean, it's a pretty good hand.
See, now we're getting into a playstyle that I know right here.
What is this, like Kadachi Sensor or something stupid?
No.
So it's not Sensor, it's like Mounting Anger or something dumb.
It's a Kadachi Rising Resentment.
So we take 3, go to 14.
Then Sensor.
Okay. I think I'm just okay taking 5 here. We'll see what Nathaniel names. High Octane. Very good name right there. And that pretty much puts a giant damper on our turn.
Realizing that I have the stream open and I could have looked at it, but I didn't.
That's funny. What are we doing here? I think we're just gonna come in with the Expedite for 1 here to start off our turn. Him naming the High Octane there was like pretty backbreaking for us, honestly. I mean, like that's pretty rough stuff for us to see right there.
It was just the second best card to choose, and you had no hyperdriver, so I feel like
I was hoping that maybe there's a world where you name Maximum Velocity right there.
that's true. But your 4-card hand,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I guess this is the turn where we can use our extra resources here to use our legs to be able to pistol an extra time. And then the only problem is that we're just up a creek at that point. I don't think there's really any coming back. So we're going to go ahead and play this, and yeah, we'll crank it here.
Oh. No. Don't do that.
So being able to put that in and crank it is actually kind of sweet. Gives us an extra action point here. And then we can load the pistol. We're kind of creating our own high octane this turn.
Maybe high octane.
Yeah, I was like, this is like kind of like, you know, IKEA high octane right here.
Hmm.
Okay, so Nathaniel gives us Furnace. We'll go ahead and activate the pistol. We'll shoot for 2. And then instead of like actually using our legs here before Nathaniel makes a decision, we'll just go ahead and attack for 2. Because this is an instant, we can gain our action point back anytime we want to. So we'll just go ahead and do that and then come in for 2 more here.
Do it.
Tempting to put Nathaniel to 7. Now, Nathaniel has a 5-card hand. Like, we're probably just Dunsky here. Can't imagine a world where this works out for us. We're going to take 1 and go to 8. I think I'm going to take this one and go to 6 or to go to 7 here as well. I don't think we're really in a spot where I'm able to, you know, give up the Galvanic Bender to try and stop Mask. I think we're just going to have to come to terms with the fact that we're going to have to block with 2 cards from our hand this turn just to be able to hang on. Maybe more depending on what Nathaniel's hand looks like here. If we draw blue off the high octane, then keeping the twin drive would have definitely been better, but I don't think that that's going to be the case. I think like we could draw blue here, but I think we're more likely to draw into a red, and we'll want to keep our cards to be able to play it. We'll want to keep one of our 1-cost cards here instead of our 2-coster so that we can play potentially whatever we draw off the top here and still continue to make our high octane turn work here. Wait, did we play 4 games? No. We just played 3 games of the Bolton matchup. Maybe I'm just supposed to block 4 here. We probably are. Just hope the top of our deck's good to us here. We'll go to 3. Yeah, and so now we go to 1. Could you not have Phoenix Flame there?
No, I had 2 chain links, I think. Almost positive, right? Oh wait, could I have?
You have 3
Yeah, 2
now
chain
because of the lava burst?
I can now, but
Yeah. I mean, you shouldn't arsenal it just because it's better in your arsenal than it is in your graveyard here.
True.
So Phoenix Flame comes back. We have no cards in hand, which means because of the Kodachis now we're just dead. Like, there's no world where we're ever able to win the game from here. So we give Nathaniel a card. We give Nathaniel a card. Being slammed for 0, we're gonna say no blocks. Even if he does have a razor here randomly, there's no way we can ever play around it in this spot. We're just always in a spot where we're having to just hope it's not there.
Just okay. So weird junk.
Salt the wound for 3. I mean, we'll block 3 here. Yep. We can just never play around that in this spot. There's never a world where I'm blocking with both cards here. All right, just really had it, huh?
Yep.
Did you draw into that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll just go ahead and concede since the game's over there. Had Nathaniel not had any buffs there, I could have went 0 to 60, boosting, gain a resource, play high octane, and hope I draw blue to be able to pistol twice, which actually wouldn't have been a bad turn. But considering Nathaniel's at 7 and he still has 5 equipment block left, it wouldn't have mattered. We were just too far behind that game. I wonder if it's correct for me to go second in this matchup.
13 AVP and I don't even know how to play the deck.
What'd you say?
So 13 AVP and I don't even know how to play the deck.
Yeah, dude, the deck's
like
really good,
nothing.
man. Did I go first that game? I think I did. Yeah, I went first.
Yeah. Get your second.
He took tempo, and I couldn't catch back up. Flipping mech doesn't seem easy in this match. I mean, maybe I'm literally just supposed to like try and hang on as long as I can and flip it. Let's full rematch, and
On
I'll go
my
second
Excel
this
sheet-
time.
My Excel sheet, I've got 1 fight game, so not very helpful.
I mean, fair enough. Fair enough.
Went slow, no mech. Fi had 3 auto returns. Fun.
Let's try going second this time. Is there a world where Banksy into Fi makes sense? Andy, you could actually talk me into that. Fi doesn't like to block, so Banksy might actually be the play into them because you're constantly putting on pressure that way, and you're also like continuing to force their hand and your game plan. I actually kind of like the idea of doing something like that. Maybe that's not a bad idea. I don't have Banksy in my list, but you could talk me into playing 2 underloops and playing a Banksy. Let's play one more and see how it goes, and then if we'll pay more attention to see how Banksy would feel this game. I'll take the Kodachi here. I will take the Kodachi. Yeah, we'll pretty much just always take both the Kodachis. I really like the art on HyperX. It's just like I don't know, like that mech, like it just looks really cool. At least I think, anyway. Yeah, I mean, we'll just block 6 on the Blaze Headlong here. There's no world where Nathaniel's gonna snap there, but we'll just play it safe. So 0 to 60. Yeah, we'll boost. We hit a Med-X. So we'll come in for 4. I mean, this kind of setup early on in the game could be a hand, could be a game where we could actually be, we could be able to flip the mech suit if we were given an early enough draw. If we're given an early enough draw, then we'll go in on the mech suit. But I think this is like one of those matchups where it just has to be there, like right time. And if it's not, then it's not. So we'll activate Maxx, and then we'll crank, and then we'll play a Hyperdriver from our hand, and we won't crank. And then we'll just go ahead and arsenal this card right here. That's a big ooski right there. That's a big ooski right there. You hate to see it. Wow, that's so awkward. And Nathaniel just has the Art of War. So grab our ankles and hang on, boys. It's about to get bumpy. Goes banish an attack action and draw 2. Banish E-Strike. I have banished many an E-Strike off of Art of War. He says. He's in the tank. Could be good for us. Nathaniel could have like a kind of like awkward, mediocre hand here, so he could just be in the tank about what he wants to do. Nathaniel could just have the nuts and he hasn't figured it out yet. That's also possible.
I don't know if this is the nuts.
It's pretty on the nose when you have it.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the nuts.
I mean, probably not then. So take the 2 Kodachis and go to 36, and then we're just gonna cram 2 cards in front of whatever he does next here. Unless we're able to only block with 1 card. I still think this is a block with 1 card, or block with 2 cards kind of card. I don't want to give up the empowerment here by blocking with Maxx V and my Galvanic Bender here. I think giving up Mask on an Art of War turn is just too bad. So I think we're actually having to play around the idea that he could have it and could punish us for giving him the Mask hit. I'm okay taking 2. Kodachi, Brand. Okay. Phoenix Flame for 3. We'll give a card here. Stops a later mass trigger depending on what Nathaniel has here. So we'll just go ahead and block 3 on this chain link in case he does have like a random Command and Conquer or something crazy. The Snatch here for 5. This is definitely a give 5 right here. Nathaniel just had his Art of War turn, and we are still at 34. So, live long and praise the king. And we'll just, we'll hope for a better hand this time around. I mean, this is a hand of Flesh and Blood cards. So pitch that to play that. Draw a blue. Go down to 2 up to 4. 2 action points. Go down to 3. 3 action points. Shoot pistol 3 times and then arsenal that. That would be if I don't block with anything and if I draw a blue off the top. Now we've went 8 cards without seeing a blue, so statistically we're likely to see a blue, but if we draw another red, we just took a lot of damage for no reason. Just to be able to have a extremely mediocre turn. But we could have a 16-point turn here off of 4 cards, depending on what our hand looks like. I think we're just going to block for 3. If it's empowerment, it's empowerment. I think we're blocking 3 here as well. Like, our hands have been, like, very good and, like, have a lot of power in them, but at the same time, like, our hands aren't really doing anything because, like, we've had quad reds back-to-back hands, which means if there's any way I can keep this card on my left and just try to hang on, like for a better turn to play it, then like we're looking at a pretty good stuff, some pretty good stuff right here. Come in for 5. So we play our zipper hit from Arsenal, pitch our zipper hit, activate Maxx, and then we have the same hyperdriver situation we do now, except we got to attack for 5, and we get to Arsenal a power card. I mean, seems not bad. Seems not bad. We're just kind of hoping that Nathaniel doesn't have another power turn here. If Nathaniel's able to have like another turn where like he's able to like have an Art of War, then we're in pretty bad shape. That's like really, really not good for us. No, we won't crank, and then we'll just pass an Arsenal. I mean, technically this hand's pretty good. Like, again, we're looking for a blue off the top. So we'd have 2 resources floating and then 2 zeros in hand. We'd have 4 action points. So if we hit a blue, we're really cooking here. But like, it's weird because this hand also just feels like Block City right here. Yeah, let's block 6. Let's continue to try to play patient. Nathaniel hasn't had like a crazy turn yet where like he's been able to do anything crazy, so let's try to play patient here. So I can take 5. I can take 5, go to 23, and then attack for 5. Or I could block 6. I don't know. That's tough. I didn't fall asleep to you playing Fab. You did. I don't know if it's a compliment or if you're trying to tell me I'm boring, Pitch. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just giving you a hard time. It is very easy to sit around and watch TV and fall asleep, brother. Man, like, I think we're going to block 6 again. Like, we're giving up all our good red cards, but we've now went... What was that? That was our third hand of all reds right there. Third hand of all reds. Which is like kind of wild to think about. If this wasn't a once per turn action, this would be insane. Of course, I know that people say that. Like, people have been saying that since Maxx was spoiled, but
if I could do it 2 times.
Yeah, I mean, dude, could you imagine being able to Maxx multiple times in a turn?
I would hate that.
It would be insane. I think we're just supposed to take this. And then try to block effectively on this chain link. Which is always a risk. You never know what... You never know what's going to come on this chain link here. We haven't seen an Ancestral yet, and that's kind of scary, but I think this is like one of our swing turns, so I think we have to take this chance. And just hope it's not there. And we get a little bit lucky, praise God. I was laying down with Mason, it was inevitable. Oh, dude, trust me, man, I understand. When I lay down in bed at night, man, it happens, dude. I'm just like, I pass out. Happens to all of us, man. Happens to all of us. Yep. That's what I was worried about. Hmm.
I'm just clicking buttons.
Dude, shut up.
It's like playing Smash Bros for the first time.
I think I've committed to taking this. Like, I think I've committed to the line at this point. Like, I think we're just going to go to 15 and just try to stay like at 10-ish or so and try to hang on here. Yeah, we'll take one. I mean, there's no point in blocking anymore. Like, we've fallen behind here a little bit. Like, no need to like continue to block. The mask has already happened. Yeah, we'll go to 11. And then hopefully there's not like a lava burst or something. Jesus Christ.
Yep, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's just unfortunate. Did you draw into the mounting anger off the snatch?
Yep, sure did.
Yeah, so I mean, we're gonna go to 4. So we've lost this game at this point. Like, the game is now over, but we're just doing what we can.
Be doing 5 things.
I mean, this seems okay, I guess. It's not exactly what we wanted to see, but it seems fine.
Did you just do double or
Double high octane, yeah.
Octane?
So we now have 3 action points here when this is over, which is kind of nice. Oh boy, it looks like Max didn't max this game. Yeah, this is the second game in Defy, and I lost game 1 as well. But like that, like Nathaniel's turn was just crazy. Like, there was like, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do in that situation.
Maybe block the statch.
I mean, I could.
But yeah, at the same time, it would have been a losing game for you, not having a flip turn.
Yeah, I was like, if I blocked a snatch at that point, like, I've already taken so much damage. Like, then I'm just playing my card and trying to hang on until next turn. Like, there's always just this perpetual turn of where I'm trying to hope you don't have something insane.
Yeah.
So now I have 5 action points and 5 resources. So, I mean, this was 5 cards for 17 points, which is like, or no, I'm sorry, 5 cards for 20 points, which is like a fine turn, but like, it's just not gonna win me the game when it's just not gonna win me the game in this matchup. I don't know how I'm supposed to beat this. Like, there's no way that like I'm just supposed to be like, oh, I hope I flip mech suit on turn 3. Maybe I'm supposed to just block. Like,
combo decks are bad against things that spike damage.
Yeah,
it's just
that's very true. I mean, like, maybe I'm just supposed to block like forever until like I'm actually just supposed to block until I can flip the mech suit. Like, maybe that's the play in this matchup.
I tried that, and then they just auto warrior 3 times and get you down to 10 by the time you can play mech suit anyway.
Yeah, no, I know, and like that's the problem. I don't know. I mean, we'll take the Kodachis this turn. I don't really think there's a world where we can only take one Kodachi after this, so being at 2, we can't really let any damage leak through here. Oh. I think we're blocking this. I'm not sure. Sounds like me when I played Ram's Rhinar deck in an armory. You did not have a good time with the Rhinar deck, I take it? Pitch. Oh, yeah. That's actually just going to end the game. Because I go to 1 here. When you come in for 2, I block 3. And then if you have anything else, I'm dead. Yep, I have a no block in my hand, so even if you had like just another double strike there, I'm dead. Man. This is a tough matchup. Let me swap out.
16.2 on that one.
Yeah, mine was 13.17 that time around. Let's see. Loss. Gave him snatch and mask in one turn, and it turned into a 30-point or more turn. I think I had to flip the game though.
When I was playing Bolton combo back in the days, I played a Katsu on stream. It was like top 4 of RTN or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, if I gotta flip here and let a soul beast strike hit, and that turned to like 20 more damage.
Oh, really?
It was actually insane. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, you have time to play another one, or are you done for the night?
Yeah,
Or...
I can play one more.
Okay. Let me send you another invite here.
All right.
Now I'm gonna try Banksy into you this time.
Trap Banksy.
Yeah, and see how it feels off of Andy's suggestion, and see if we can. I just sent you the game, and we'll see if we can have any more success with the Banksy. Bringing the Banksy in, we'll run our 60 like we have been. I tossed my hand down at the end of the game, losing 0 to 39. I was a little salty. I mean, dude, at pitch we all get salty, brother. It happens to all of us, man. It happens to all of us.
You want me to go second?
I'm trying to think. No, I guess I want to go second. Well, no, I guess, yeah. No, you go second so that I can try to set up the hyperdriver. If I draw one on turn 0, I can just set it up. So I always just want to go first. I just wanted to try going second last game to see if maybe keeping tempo is better. Maybe I'm supposed to like cut combo stuff. Like cut mech suit and cut some stuff and just bring in like throttles, under loops, and payloads and just try to race you.
Maybe.
Let's come in for 4 with go again here. Daniel takes 1. I think that's a good decision. And then we'll just go ahead and pitch both of our cards here. We'll activate Max. We will not crank because Nathaniel's just going to block the Banksy here. So we'll have just given up a counter for nothing, basically. And then I'm going to arsenal my Medex and try to set up for a better hand. I mean, hand's fine. I wouldn't say it's good or anything, but it's fine. It legit felt like he was cheating. He intimidated most of my hand every turn and won on turn 3. I know he wasn't, but that was rough. I didn't do anything wrong because I couldn't do anything. I mean, that's fair, man. I get that. Like, it's tough to like, even though like, you know, your opponent's like not actually up to like no good. Like, it's crazy to just like get high rolled repetitively like that. It's very frustrating. I understand that, dude. I think anybody who's played games for like more than like a day understands that.
Mounting anger.
Let's just block 6. Let's take 3. I guess we have to go to 31, and then we can block the Phoenix Flame here on the mass trigger because it's only going to be for 1. I don't think he Shuko'd anything else. I don't think Shuko's active. No, so we'll just go ahead and give the headpiece, and we'll stop the mask effect here, and then we'll try to have a better hand. So let's go data link. Boosting a high octane, big Sag. We're boosting away so many good cards tonight. It's really tough. He high rolled on a card and did 20 damage with one card. Jesus, dude. 20 damage and like with one card is absolutely crazy. I felt bad. I got so annoyed, but it sucked. Yeah, I get that. I mean, we all have that like, salt remorse kind of feeling. He hit every roll that day, not missing a single one in all of his games. Dude, some days you're the bug and some days you're the windshield, man. It sounds like he was definitely the windshield that day for sure. So we'll activate Maxx. Yes, we will crank, and then we'll come in with a Banksy. I kind of like being able to use the Banksy in this matchup. Like just the thought of the Banksy seems pretty good.
I ain't got no 2 blocks.
You got all those 3 blocks now? You finally drawing them?
No, I ain't got none. No, I mean, I ain't got no 3 blocks. So
oh, you ain't got no 3 blocks.
Oh. 2 blocks.
No, give me 2 cards.
No, I don't think I want to do that. I'll just give you a hyperdriver. I guess. My turn's good enough.
I mean, I was like, yeah, if your turn's fine, like I think it's pretty reasonable to let me keep my hand. So take Itachi, go to 30. I think this is fine.
Feels bad, huh? Give me the bender. Give it.
I think I'm actually just going to give you a card for my hand.
What?
Yeah, to play around the empowerment here.
Bender. Give me heart then. Give me heart.
No, I think this is correct. I think giving you the expedite is just the correct play here. The greenest Orcus windshield. Oh, dude, that's awesome pitch. Some days it'd be like that, man. Some days it'd be like that. That's actually one thing that I really like about Flesh and Blood is like, it doesn't like, you don't really get like, like high rolled that regularly. Like it's not a super common thing that comes up.
Ugh.
Now that feels good. I think we'll just go to 27. I think here's where we give the heart to stop the mask hit on Chain Link 6. I think this is a pretty good... I think that's a pretty good block with our equipment. Up to 4, down to 3, down to 1, and then Banksy Arsenal this. And if he throws like a snatch or something at us, then we can always just give like one of our cards from hand in the bender here. We might just give 2 cards from hand, honestly. Might just give 2 cards from hand. Bought a new keyboard today and I love it. Logitech G915 wireless. My Razer keyboard was going out on me. Taking some getting used to a new layout though, since I've been using the same keyboard for 4 years. I get that, man. I actually bought a new keyboard and mouse pretty recently. And it's funny, like now that like when I play Fortnite, when I play Call of Duty, like I feel like I snap way past people because like this mouse is just like new and like it's smoother and it glides better. So I get that, dude. I completely understand. But dude, that's awesome about you getting a new keyboard, man. Buying new stuff for like your computer, man, feels awesome. I always think it feels like really cool.
You need to download the finals.
I have it.
You have it?
Yeah, we played it the other night.
Finals.
I'd be down to play it sometime, man. I was like, we played it the other night for the first time. It's like a very different breed of game.
It is. It's
like,
very weird.
I've never played a game where you actually have so much like damage destruction.
Right. Yeah, it screws you sometimes.
Pitch said, oh shit, I love the finals.
It's actually so fun.
It is really
I
cool.
love it.
I have been enjoying it like more than I thought I would, honestly. So let's come in for 4 here. Now he's only forced to show us 2 cards, so
I've got 2 3-blocks
yeah, so you're good.
for sure.
So you are good. Sadly, I did not have. Why'd you show me a 2-block?
Because I had 3 2-blocks.
Oh, you had 3 2-blocks. So
Yeah.
you said you had 2 3-blocks. So I was like, oh,
Yeah,
like
I
I get to. I was like, you
that
get to
was
keep all your cards
sarcasm.
here. Oh,
Yeah.
it scratches the itch for me. It is a cool game. I really enjoyed it the other day when I was playing it. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would initially. Like it's a fun game for sure. I'm looking forward to playing it some more. Okay, so he blocks the Banksy here. And then yeah, I guess let's do this. I don't know if that's correct or not, but block Maxx V. Block Mechanoid. So you don't have another. Those were both red brands. Let's block 3, take 1, go to 26. Did you mean to pass there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured I'd just arsenal it.
We'll come in for 1, no go again.
1 no go again.
It is super funny that COD and Counter-Strike stumbled a bit out of the gate, and here comes the finals and knocks it out of the park. Their player numbers are crazy. Oh, have the player numbers been a lot? I haven't like read anything about it, but I know that Call of Duty's obviously struggling so much that they're doing that like free trial weekend or whatever they were doing for like 2 days where like you could play it for free, which I thought was pretty cool. Like, you know, it gave me a chance to like, you know, play with some people who don't have the game. Wow, over 200,000 players. That's crazy. I did not know that, dude. Obviously, it's doing really well. Then, I mean, I've heard about it very quickly, so like it's taken notice very fast, which I think says a lot for the game. Like, it's beat every shooter that has released this year. Oh wow!
Yeah, them announcing that it was to be played right then at the Game of the Year awards or whatever, I think made it like
Gave it a big
kind of snap
yeah.
immediately.
That makes sense.
This turn sucks.
Good. I need you to have a bad one. I mean, I think we're just always taking the Kodachis here. That's cool that it's like so well played. I was like, I don't know. Like, it was really neat to me the way the game plays. Okay. I felt like that had to be an empowerment there. Kind of surprised it wasn't. Just figured that was an empowerment waiting to happen. It's also a masterclass in presentation. What do you mean, Pitch? I get punished if this is Snatch. I think I'm okay with that.
I didn't even really want to arsenal that card.
No, I understand. I would have played it there too. I think that is the correct play. Should have blocked with the jumpstart and kept my blue. I could have Banksy'd right there.
play Great Banksy.
This hand is awkward. Gosh, what a weird hand this is. So, Pitch, when you say a masterclass and presentation, do you mean like the way the game like the way the game is like how like the announcers are during the game? Because I think that's really cool too. Everything the game does in front of the player outside of shooting hypes up the pace of the game. The commentators, sound design, respawn animation, out of combat movement pace, everything pulls you in and pushes you to the next engagement. Yeah, that is very true. I mean, like it feels like this game had like a lot of like time and design put into it, and like they were really going for like, here's something new this time around, and like it's really cool to see people have like accomplished that.
They were showing the Game of the Year awards. They were like, we wanted to do something no shooter's ever done, and I was like, why? How are you gonna do that?
You're like, go ahead, impress me.
Try that. And then I played something on my Xbox for the first time in a year. So,
and here you are now. Yeah, I do really like the whole like commentating like concept of the game, and like I do really enjoy that. I do think that's like really cool. Like how like the commentators are talking about like, oh, and they take this point, or like they secure this cache, or whatever they say. Like the game is sweet. Like I think I was like when we started playing it, like the way it looks is like a little odd to me, I guess, if that makes any sense. But I've definitely come around to the game. 0, huh?
Take it.
I'm going to.
Take it.
Razor me, even though I don't have a razor in my list. Razor me, gotta be. If you played a razor right there, bro.
I should have just thrown the Lava Vein Loyalty, but that was more fun. If I lose by 1, we know why.
Okay, so go to 2. Go back to 5. All right, hang on. I'm trying to do some math real quick.
Good.
So I pitched this to play Twin Drive, and I'd probably just boost here. There's no reason to boost. So Twin Drive boost. I have 1 floating. I gain 3 to go to 5. Or no, I'm sorry. I gain 3 to go to 4. And then I have these 2 cards in my hand, and I have this I'm trying to play. So at this point, I need a resource to play this. I need 2 to activate this, and I need 4 here. So what I would have to do is go down to 3 to play the Hyperdriver and Crank. I'd have 2 Hyperdrivers in play. Then what I would have to do is go down to 1 resource to activate Maxx. Play that Crank. Have 3 Hyperdrivers in play. Activate Heart, go to 2, pitch the yellow Hyperdriver to play the Mechanoid, and then come in for 6. I mean, that doesn't seem bad. Is there a way for me to be able to Cogswork base legs here and make the Banksy happen? Or I'm not the Banksy, the Mechanoid, and shoot and hit him twice. Sorry, Nathaniel.
You're good. Take your time.
So T-Bone, if I boost the T-Bone, I go up to 3 resources, then I have none.
Of Minecraft for a little bit.
What'd you say?
I said I'm gonna watch the history of Minecraft for a little bit.
Good God. So this is for 1. I go up to 3 resources. I go down to 2 to play the Hyperdriver. So I go down to 2, play this and Crank. Activate Banksy. Crank, 0 resources. Pitch this to activate Heart. And then I have 4 resources. So it's literally 0 difference. And the only other difference is that I get to throw this, overthrowing the T-Bone. So this is just a better play. Okay. Yep, boost away a high octane. You love to see it. We never didn't have it. Boost away more high octanes tonight, I swear. It's crazy. The hyper realism is a little jarring if you aren't ready for it. Kind of like Dishonored. Everything is exaggerated and it is so different from everything else on the market. Oh yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how actual different it is. Like I'm pretty surprised that they can even like that somebody even made a shooter at this point. Like now the game, you know, like people have been playing shooter games for the last like, you know, 20 years, like 20, 25 years, I guess. Like I'm just surprised that we're actually coming out with new ones somehow. It's quite impressive. So play this and crank. Activate Maxx. Crank. Activate Heart. And we hit Med-X and Zipper Hit. And then we play the Mech Suit. Banishing these cards, and we come in for 6. I guess technically I should have just blocked for 1 extra point last turn, knowing that I can flip this turn. This would have been one of those times that I would have thought about my turn on my opponent's turn, so I would be at 17 right now, which even if like it wasn't stopping a mask hit, 1 more point is just another life that I have to work with here. So that definitely would have been better for me. So small mistake on my part. We'll definitely take the Kodachis. Now that we flipped the mech, we might have a chance. I don't know if we do, but we might at this point in time. Really depends on what we have to block with. If I'm able to keep 3 cards here, my turn is 16 points. Like, which is like really good considering Nathaniel's at 15. That's a lot of pressure to put on him in 1 turn. But there's more likely that I'm forced to block with 3 cards here and that I can just come in for 9. But I'm attacking for 9 and I'm blocking 9, which is an 18-point turn cycle. Am I lagging? Is it me?
No, I was thinking there's no way I can get Phoenix Flame's turn.
So I think this is the obvious block 5 right here with the Mechanoid, in case this is a empowerment or if there's something else there. So at this point, we kind of have to decide if like what we're gonna do. So let's take 3, and we'll see what happens on the next chain link, which will tell us what we're gonna block with. Whether we're gonna start blocking with these cards or if we're just gonna block with the card on the right. So I think this is just a block 3. It's like I would be surprised to see snaps here, but anything's possible. So we come in for 5 with Go Again here. So we put Nathaniel to 10. We come in for 5 more with Go Again. Nathaniel has to be a little bit weary of taking some damage here, because if Nathaniel falls down low enough and he runs out of equipment, we can just kill him with the Mechanoid here. Overpower is actually not a bad keyword. Like, it actually has some pretty good like text into a lot of these matchups. Do 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 do. Okay, so Nathaniel blocks 5, E-Strike and Furnace. And then let's come in for 6. I would assume at this point that if Nathaniel's going to block with another piece of equipment, it's going to be mask, because I'm at 9. Like, when I'm at 9, I'm never going to give Nathaniel another mask hit at this point in time. Like, it's possible that he could push one through, but it's more likely that Shuko is going to be more valuable for him over the course of, like, another, like, 2 to 3 turns. Which I can't imagine this game goes much longer than two or 3 more turns. So Nathaniel blocks 4, takes 2, goes to 8, and then we'll pass. We'll take 1. Oh, man. This is such an, like, intricate balance that we're trying to play here. I honestly think I have to take 2, which is crazy. We'll block 3 right here. And then Salt the Wound for 4. We'll block 4. Okay. Now let's pray this is good to us. That's exactly what we wanted to see right there. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Let's go. What a good pickup this late in the game. I think that might have actually closed the game out for us. Supporting you from the can. Thanks, Kyle. I appreciate the support, man. Bathtub support, toilet support, doesn't matter. Kyle's got it. I appreciate it, buddy. Let's come in for 2 more. The 2 isn't the most relevant part here, but what's relevant is that we're gaining another action point. So we're going to have 3 Nitro Mechanoid swings after this, which is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Hashtag big support. Yes. Yes, sir, you are. Big support for $4.99 a month is a steal. Absolute steal. Absolute steal. I mean, why wouldn't you want to pay $4.99 a month to vote on what somebody plays every week? I honestly wonder if there's other, like, Flesh and Blood streamers that do that. I wonder if there's, like, other card streamers that, like, let the people that, like, support their channel pick what they play on a week-to-week basis. I'd have to look that up, because I honestly don't know. Exclamation point ad. Oh, that's awesome. And then, unless this is... I don't know what this could be. Okay. So, what'd you say?
Said it got me.
So Banksy definitely felt better there, just because of how much more effective it was able to attack every turn. But I think I really won that game because I flipped the mech. Like, also think you had a lot of really awkward hands that game.
There were a couple.
I don't know. I don't think this is a good matchup for Maxx though.
Definitely, I don't think so.
I do not think this is a good matchup for me.
I think even 1 turn behind on mech there, you don't even.
No, yeah, literally 1 more turn and I lose.
Yeah.
100% there. All right, so let's see.
That's on an average game.
Yeah. No, completely agree. Flipped mech suit at the perfect time and won. Not a good matchup. I'm glad to see my Phi deck's doing well. That makes me feel better.
It's true.
I mean, the Phi deck is really what I'm focused in on for Cincy, so that's more important.
And that's with a bad player.
You're not bad. You're just not very experienced with Phi.
Yeah, it's true.
Big difference. Big difference. Oh, well, dude, thanks for playing games with me tonight, man. I appreciate you helping me
Yeah, no
test.
problem. It's been fun.
Yeah, man. I will. I'll yell at you later, buddy.
Sounds good. See you then.
See you, man. Okay. So 3-3 into Nathaniel tonight. I mean, I'd like to play one more before we call it a night, I think. Play a game against a random person. Oh, here we go. Let the mob decide. Absolutely, Caliber. Absolutely, man. Caliber, I saw you hanging out in Scowling Flesh Bags chat earlier, dude. I like watching him stream. He seems like a pretty chill guy. He seems pretty cool. Probably not if I had to guess. Dak, are you talking about the matchup being not that good? Is that what you're talking about? Because the matchup did not feel good, if that's what you mean. Merchant, let's go. Dude, Merchant? Oh god, what did I miss? What's Merchant? What's happening? All right, let's play one more on the Maxx deck. Now that we're just now that we're gonna pair into a random person we don't know. Let's play one more game on the Maxx deck, and then we'll probably call it a night. Guys, I mentioned this a little bit earlier in the stream, but I just want to make sure that I'm talking about it a couple times here. I have now created a Discord. I did that over the weekend. I worked on that this past weekend. So I created a Discord. All you have to do is hit !Discord, and you'll find a link to be able to join that if you want to be a part of that. There's no pressure to if you don't want to, but I wanted to find a way to bring my Flesh and Blood community together. And the other thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to be able to give the people who are subscribers on Twitch a way to actually vote on what I play. So up until recently, if you've been a member on YouTube, you've been able to vote through my YouTube only members polls that I use on YouTube so that people can vote that way on what I play. But now, if you're also a Twitch subscriber, as long as you have your Twitch linked to your Discord and you're in the Discord, it'll actually give you the option. It'll give you the option to vote in a section of the Discord that is just for you guys, for subscribers, and for YouTube members as well. So for the people who are going above and beyond to support my channel, I want you guys to be able to vote on what I'm playing on a week in and week out basis. So all you have to do is hit !Discord, and you guys are more than welcome to join the Discord and take a part of those benefits. So thank you guys for supporting me. I really appreciate it. Okay, Vincent likes to block. I think this is a Banksy matchup. And I think we're just gonna play our 60 cards and try to flip Mech Suit and try to race him here. I don't think we want all I have is Viserai model. I should probably have the legs in to be able to do AB1, but I don't either way. Yo, Creative Waste with the Prime sub. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate you coming by and supporting the channel, man. Tell me a little bit about yourself. I was I recognize your name from somewhere. I know I absolutely do, but I cannot. It's not standing out to me right now. So tell me about yourself. What's your name? Why do you love Flesh and Blood? And what's your favorite hot dog topping? That's the new question that we asked thanks to Drew. Other streamers letting chat pick what they play. Oh, gotcha. I'm saying that you think they do. Gotcha. Okay, I'm following, Dak. I'm following. You said let us pick the deck. Play Merchant? Dude, get out of here. I'm not playing Merchant for a week. What does this look like? I mean, that does kind of sound like fun. I won't lie. That actually does sound like fun a little bit. To be able to play the Merchant deck would actually be kind of cool. That might be a fun experience. It me, haha. I forgot this account didn't have Prime subs. I'll still answer that. Oh, that's why I recognize the name, dude. That's why I recognize that name. I knew that I recognized that name from somewhere. It when a Creative Waste popped up, it all dawned on me. But you're always on your pitch account, so it never processed for me. 2 and 2 never came together there. So I am gonna crank, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and Banksy here. And we'll see if our opponent gives us another card. They do have a Rune Chant set up, and they have the Putrid Strings and the Funeral Moon here. So if they banish a card to make a Rune Chant, they can actually pitch a blue. So they banish a card to make a Rune Chant go to 2, pitch a blue to play Putrid Strings, activate Vincent, play Funeral Moon since they've lost a life, and then they could actually play their card that they banished because they have 3 Rune Chants. Reduce to Rune Chant is actually a great card for them to have right here. That is a fantastic card right there. So go down to 2, Go back up to 3. Okay, so 3 Rune Chance and a blue Deathly Will. Okay. I like the general balance of the game, and a lot of matchups feel possible, and it feels fair when you lose a majority of the time. Yeah, Pitch, it actually really does, man. I actually really like that. That the game feels like you could have done something. You could have won. Like, could you have always, like, you know, have done, like, could you actually have always won? Maybe not. But generally, there's an option that you could have taken that would have given you an opportunity to do something. And I really like that about the game. I 100%. I like that a lot. So we come in for 5. Play the Hyperdriver from hand. If they're taking 5, they're looking to have a pretty explosive hand next turn. I was like, yeah, there it is. There's the Fates there. There it is. Favorite hot dog topping? Fresh diced onions. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that, man. I was like, dude, Drew from YouTube got us talking about hot dog toppings one night, and it's been a downward spiral ever since with the hot dog toppings, man. Absolutely. Almost all games feel like that, except Kano matchups. Yeah, Death. Sometimes Kano can like be a pretty feels bad moment. I'm pretty inclined to agree with that sentiment as far as that's concerned. Yeah, let's crank. Let's play this Hyperdriver, and then we'll go ahead and crank it, and then we'll actually just come in with the Banksy, and then we'll arsenal our construct, our Mechanoid here, and we'll try to set up for a better hand. We'll try to set up for a bigger hand here. Dude, Riddler, what's up, man? How are you, buddy? Hope all is well. Happy holidays. Dude, thank you, man. Happy holidays to you as well, brother. I hope you and your family have a great Christmas, or, you know, whatever you guys celebrate. So happy holidays. I've tried to stick with that, being more inclusive as I've gotten older. Growing up in Tennessee, you know, people aren't very inclusive or friendly most of the time. So it's at least not a lot of the older people. So everybody's like, it's Merry Christmas and that's that. But, you know, either way, I whatever you guys celebrate, I hope you have a fun time doing it regardless. Dude, yellow mustard and diced onions is fire on hot dog. Ooh, mustard and onions. Dude, I love how passionate people get about the hot dog conversation. Like, makes me real happy, honestly. Like, I really, really enjoy, like, the whole hot dog conversation. Like, makes it a lot of fun for me to have this conversation. Okay, so here's their big turn. Yep, putrid strings. They've activated Vincent, so they paid a life, I'm pretty sure is how that works. And now they can play their Funeral Moon as an instant. Ooh, what are they using their Tunic counter for? Oh, they're pitching a yellow to play their other putrid strings. So this is like massive combo turn. This is like really cool to see, actually. I don't have any AB, so we're just taking 4. You would think that I would learn my lesson from, like, you know, having 0 Arcane Barrier the other night when we were playing. So what is this going to be for 14 on hit, make 3 Rune Chance? Okay, so we have to consider this turn here real quick. Nope, it's not really feels bad. It's just that only one side is playing the game. Either Kano combos off or he dies. It's never a close game. Yeah, that's a pretty accurate description, I feel like. Combos, like, Kano's doing his thing or he's not. And he wins or he loses. That's like, yeah, that's pretty fair. So let's see here. Let's see. Twin Drive pitching this. Go down to 1. Go up to 3. Come in. Activate Max. Activate Heart maximum velocity. So that we have a Hyperdriver going in the next turn. I mean, I don't have to give a Hyperdriver. If I take 14, I'm going to go to 21. And then I'm going to give my opponent 3 Rune Chance for next turn. I could alternatively just block 12 here. I mean, this is 5, 8, 18. So if I take 18 and I attack for 18 when I was up 7 to start the turn, I think that's okay. Of course, I guess I'm really taking 21 to attack for 18. So I'm losing 3 points off of my life lead. So my 7-point life lead turns into a 4-point life lead. +2 here. So, but I can't stop that one regardless. I mean, I'm gonna take this, and then I'm gonna Galvanic Bender the Flail here. I'm not giving them the extra rune chant here. They decided to spend a life to be able to waste that, and like that's a total win in my book. You no longer have rune chants going into your next turn. I think that's a total win for me right there. Total win. Yeah, we celebrate Christmas. I love the holidays, man. I work real hard throughout the year and often neglect friends and family, so it's a forced slowdown to enjoy the company. Dude, that's awesome, man. I'm glad you get to do that, Riddler. I know working hard, man, you know, throughout the year, you don't get to spend a lot of time with your family and friends and stuff like that. I get that. So I'm glad that you get to take that minute to like kind of slow down and have that, man. That's awesome. Nathan's is where it at. I haven't had a Nathan's hot dog in a while. Hey, Carly,
What?
are the Nathan's hot dogs the one you like so much?
No, those are ballpark, but Nathan's are really good.
Okay, Carly likes Nathan hot dogs too. I thought I'd heard her mention those before. I think that's where I thought that's where that had come from. Thought I'd heard Curly.
Like baseball and football games and stuff.
What'd you say?
That's like the brand they sell at a lot of baseball games.
Oh, like at sporting events?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. He's not doing 18 next turn unless he's super lucky. No. I'm not talking about his next turn. I was talking about this turn, like the turn that he was playing there. Sorry if that was confusing. I was more talking about the turn that he was actually taking this turn. Instead of the turn he had last turn instead of moving into this turn here. So apologize if that was confusing. I meant to make that more clear. Apologize if that came off not the way I intended for it to. Three. If I go up to 4, I guess technically I could have Banksied here if I would have activated Maxx before I came in with that, which would have been pretty good. That was definitely the play I should have made here. I could have came in with the Banksy here as well as the Maxx V had I made that decision. And so now I've put myself in a worse spot because of it. Yeah, so right there, before I played the T-Bone, if I had activated Maxx, I could have played my T-Bone to gain another resource, which would have given me the resource to activate Maxx, activate Heart to play the maximum velocity, and Banksy here all in one turn. Or I guess I wouldn't have had the action point. So, okay, never mind. I guess it's kind of a moot point. I wouldn't have had the action point. So, never mind. I'm talking myself out of plays that didn't matter. Beef Franks is where it's at. Put any brand on them, and as long as they are beef dogs, I'm in. I mean, fair enough, man. Dude, it's always really interesting to me, like, how much, like, people love food. Like, and I'm one of them. Like, I love food, like, just as much as the next guy. So it's always, like, really fun to, like, see, like, how much people like to talk about food and, like, how just how much people like food in general. It's always really neat to see. This feels like a Revel turn, but I think I'm just going to block 6 to stay ahead on life here. Okay. So they make an Eloquence token. Oh, they play Funeral Moon to give this go again, which is actually pretty neat. And then because I've lost life this turn, they're going to get me with the Widespread Destruction right here. Wow, that's actually insanely good. That's such a great play from them. Well played by my opponent right there. This Nitro Mechanoid is just not good in my arsenal. Like, I can block 3. Well, I mean, I guess it's going away. It's going away regardless. I think I have to go to 8 here and just try to get a little bit aggressive right here. I think I just have to get a little bit aggressive. Oh, man. I've played this game so wrong. Can definitely tell it's been a minute since I played Maxx. So let's boost. Like, you either have to be on the block Arcane Like, you have to be on the, like, wait for the mech suit to come up, or you have to be on the race and plan. And I've, like, waffled a lot tonight back and forth, and I think that's ultimately cost me points and cost me multiple games tonight. So, play this and crank. Crank this, and then come in with Banksy. Yep. Our opponent blocks. So now we have 2 hyperdrivers in play, but we have no mech suit. And I think we banished over 2 of them. So... block 6. If they come in with the flail here, we'll just end up giving the heart. Hell, that hurt. I don't know like what that was, but that hurt. And they did pay their life, so they also create 2 rune chants, which means we're just basically at 3. So if we play Hyperdriver and Crank, we can come in with the Banksy. Which means they have a hand that kills us here. Oh, okay, they have the reduce. I mean, we're also just like trying not to die to like the reduce to rune chance at this point. I can't imagine we're not dead here this turn, considering they have 4 on board. We are doing an interesting duel on Thursday. Kano versus Emperor. Ooh, that's fun. So, are you guys playing, like, again, like those pre-con decks? Like, is there an Emperor pre-con deck, or are you guys playing, like your own list that you guys are putting together on Thursday? And also, what time are you guys playing on Thursday? Because I kind of want to watch that. That sounds pretty cool to watch. And then we'll banish the harpoon. We'll come in for 2 with go again. We'll gain 3 resources here, which will allow us to max and then crank it and then come in with the Banksy here. Not that it really matters at this point. The game's over. Like, they literally just have to be able to survive here to be able to banish a card and then come in with flail. It's literally all they have to do to win. I definitely did not play this game correctly. I can feel it. Like, I can feel that I am playing incorrectly and that it's costing us points across this matchup. It's also just wrong to not have AB1 here. Like, I'm not running accelerators in my list, and I think I'm going to cut the Viserai models to play accelerator here. That felt really bad for me. Like, and I don't think that's the deck's fault. I think I played poorly right there. 3 and 4 was not the record we were hoping for tonight, but let's see. He is building a pre-con power deck. Hopefully at 8:30, probably closer to 9. So 10 my time. Okay, cool. No, that's good, because that'll on Thursday. That'll be about the time I'm done streaming. So that'll be perfect. So I can like tune in right as I'm done streaming. Depends on how fast we set the cameras up. We have to set up the whole thing every Thursday and tear it down in the bonus room. Oh, wow, that's a lot of work, man. You gotta love the ad rolls on Twitch. You gotta love the ad rolls on Twitch, man. It's it's the worst. I have ad rolls turned down as literally as little as I possibly can. Hey, Switchblade, what's going on, man? How are you, buddy? You doing all right tonight? So let's see. I was playing Max that round. My opponent was somebody on Talishar. I played against Viserai. I ended up going second. They took the turn to set up. I lost. No accelerators in the list. Need to change out model for accelerator. I played, not great. Watch later for review. Okay. So I've got my game log there, kind of like what happened and like kind of like how I feel like I made misplays, because there's no way that I played 100% correctly there. Like I could feel it. It felt very like, just felt very awkward tonight. I don't know. Like I think that the Maxx list is good, and I think Maxx is a good hero. Like, and I think he's really fun. I think I need to learn a little bit more about him when we play him on Thursday. So I'm pretty excited to dive in and play some more on Thursday. So guys, that's it for the stream tonight. I appreciate everybody hanging out. YouTube, Twitch, Kick, wherever you're hanging out, man. I appreciate you guys being here. It means a lot. I appreciate all the love, by the way. You know, like whether you're members, donating, whether you're, you know, subscribing on Twitch, wherever you're at, you know, I appreciate it a lot. I'm going to mention this one more time before I cut the stream off, is that over the past weekend here, I took the time to make a Discord to try and bring everybody together, make the community just a little bit closer here. So if you are a member on YouTube, or if you are a subscriber on Twitch and you have your accounts linked on Discord, you can now jump in the Discord and you can vote on what I play every week. There's going to be a special section just for you guys who are subscribed. But don't worry, there's plenty of things in the Discord for everybody else, even if you're not, you know, actually like, you know, like subscribing or like being a member on any platform. There's nothing wrong with watching me and supporting me for free. I appreciate everybody who does that so much. So that's the last time I'm going to plug. The Discord tonight. Thanks, Pitch. I appreciate it, man. You have a good night too. Dude, Wally, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's about that time for me. We're a little over 3 hours into it, man. So I'm sorry, man. Hopefully I can catch you on Thursday, man. Hopefully you can swing by on Thursday. Tomorrow might stream some Fortnite. I'm not sure what Curly and I are doing yet, but me and her might stream Fortnite. And then Thursday, it's going to be a little bit later for me. I probably won't get on until about 9 or so on Thursday. We have some dinner plans with friends. So on Thursday I'll be a little bit later, but I'll still be by. We'll still be playing some Flesh and Blood on Thursday night, playing Maxx a little bit, and then there won't be any streams this weekend. I have family holiday plans all weekend. So I will try to come back next week, and we'll try to ramp up and start preparing for Cincinnati. Thanks for hanging out, guys, and I hope you guys have a good night. Take it easy. Oh, Wally, sorry, man. Yeah, you're good. What's the Discord? If you hit ! Discord, here, I'll do it for you guys, so it'll be there. Should go through. There it is. Yeah. So it'll take about a minute to pull it through, but there it is. That's the link to join the Discord there. So if you guys want to come and hang out, please feel free to. I'd love to have you guys hanging out in the Discord and chilling with everybody. So, all right, for real this time. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow.